We back like we never left. Another week. Me and my family's in the building. I'm the host, Big Fella D King, and my main man to the left.
R to the K, a.k.a. Illogic, a.k.a. Illogic 100. Holla at me.
And my family member to the right.
Come on, man. Y'all know who it is. Wayne D 253, Wayne D the barber, man. Y'all come like, subscribe, share, man. We appreciate the love y'all been showing us. Man, yeah, we definitely just want to drive things a little bit forward, man. If you find anything inspirational about anything in this, man, share it with a friend. Let them know, man. We appreciate the love. Leave comment. My bad. My apologies on that. But leave comments also too. We like the support, man. We actually respond to those as soon as we can. But we appreciate your love.
Appreciate the ones that's been tapped in.
No, for real. Definitely.
We're gonna tap in immediately, gentlemen. The biggest sporting event in the world happened yesterday, and if we go back to the last episode with our predictions, you two gentlemen were correct with your answers. So I'm gonna give you guys both a hand.
Oh, I had KC too. I have a hole.
I picked San Francisco.
Did you?
Yeah.
You was right with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say.
I thought you picked Mahomes.
No. You want to know?
Because I said
yeah.
I don't want to. I want to say San Francisco, but I think Mahomes. And you guys like no giving answers. I was like, I'm gonna try to go San. I thought I said I was gonna go San Francisco.
And I think in mine, I was saying I want San Fran, but I think the world or the whatever we call it, the rig.
Yeah. I was riding with Cali, and I just said, but I was riding with Cali.
But R to the K also said yesterday when we were texting, they made him earn it.
Yeah, they made him earn it, but man, you put that ball in that boy's hands, you can't give him time. Like you got to run off with that.
But Moody got to make the extra point. It's a different game.
I agree. They got to score a touchdown instead of the extra point.
Right.
I agree to that.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right. That was a big turning event.
But if you give Pat Mahomes the ability to have 4 downs and he controls it, you're gonna lose.
I think the problem was that prevent defense. They started running in the last
second
quarter.
half.
Yeah, the second half, last quarter, and throughout the overtime. They went soft on them. They was pressuring the whole game, and their defense was dominated. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they started
They were dominating because it got boring for a second.
It got super boring.
Like, what are we watching?
Right.
Exactly.
Like, people wanted to step away from the TV, right?
Shanahan's been known to do that though. This is the 3rd Super Bowl in Atlanta when they was playing New England. He went to a little prevent defense and got destroyed. And I think they lost to Kansas City with the prevent defense with Jimmy Garoppolo. And he wants to take a L. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, just marching down the field.
Just play the defense you're going to play.
It looked like Vegas won, though, right?
Vegas definitely won. If
Vegas
they had
the
underdog, they say the favorite is supposed to win because they had San Fran as the favorite,
right?
And they took a L. So
really, the favorite,
Vegas gets
not
the money,
the favorite,
right?
Exactly.
That was a setup,
right?
Because these are the returning champions, but they're the underdogs,
right?
And I think just
we got a 30 Mr. Irrelevant quarterback.
Yeah,
but you're not a favorite. All right, come on, man.
Well, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I think that the reason why is because San Francisco, where they finished at in the end of the season, they were number 1 in the NFC, right?
Man.
And Kansas City was in the middle of the pack.
Baltimore was number 1 too.
They were, and they beat both of those teams.
Exactly,
they beat both of those teams. So I mean, hats off to Patrick Mahomes.
He's an animal.
No matter what, but Andy Reid, I got to give him a lot of credit as a coach because he did it without Eric Bieniemy this year too.
Yeah.
I think he was the head of that ship anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Bieniemy had his say. But I think Andy Reid was really good coach.
Yeah.
His coaching tree is long.
I mean, you can see. I think the proof is in the pudding. I mean, he did put in work in the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? In Philadelphia, you know, he couldn't get over the hump, but he was there.
He had a lot of tough teams in there, but and then, he made it once though.
Yeah, he made it once, but he seemed like he kept getting to the NFC Championship and not quite getting it done.
Right.
But they, it kept having problems finding receivers or whatever was going on there.
T.O. came in
for a season and kind of embarrassed Donovan. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they made it though.
They did make it though. But then at the same time, you see him go to the Chiefs. Andy Reid go to the Chiefs and took this guy. I didn't know who he was. Mahomes out of the blue, and and he's been running. I mean, he's trying to build a dynasty. So.
No, I don't think trying.
Are they a dynasty?
I'm gonna call him a dynasty. You go 4 out of 5 times. Yeah. That's a dynasty.
How many has he won? 3.
He's won 3. He lost to
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Okay.
He's won 3, but he lost to Tom Brady.
The last GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He only lost to the last.
He's 3 for 4.
He's 3 for 4. Yeah.
Mahomes is 3 for 4.
3 for 4 in 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's
GOAT. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. I was surprised to hear them talk like they weren't.
Right.
I thought they already were. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with this, especially with this, I thought with this Super Bowl appearance, it was a lot because they hadn't went on the road and won it. You know what I'm saying? So I give them credit for that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, to go through that and you know, that game wasn't a clean game. No, it wasn't like they just dominated. No. The refs weren't all in the middle of it.
I agree to that. I can agree to that. That's good. That was a good call. Yeah,
they let them play. You know what I'm saying? For the most part.
Yeah.
And I just think they're a dynasty already.
Yeah. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
This is yesterday. I'm glad that you make mention. Yesterday wasn't a game that you could say, oh, it was in the refs' hands or that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Only thing you could really say was that kick. But that's on the teammate. So if you don't make the kick, you don't win. And then it was just slow, like.
But
nothing.
A huge turning point, the punt where it went off the teammate's foot.
But you got to get out of the way.
But
it was turning.
But the teammate didn't. He's trying to block. Yeah. He didn't see.
But you gotta. They call like blue, get out of the way. Like
I don't know what happened there, but
it's the way the ball bounces. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it goes for you. Sometimes it goes against you.
Right. He had it in his hands. And
he tried to pick it up.
I don't think a San Francisco fan. I seen like one reaction where dude broke the TV, but you really can't. You don't see like a disappointment. They know they were in that game the whole time.
Well, they had the game won.
They had the game won
because they had momentum. They had control.
Couldn't get it done.
Yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda. And it's hard to get back. I know Shanahan been back there a couple times, which is a young coach that's amazing.
He's been back 2 out of the last 4 years.
Yeah, he's been amazing.
That's solid
he's been amazing to turn that whole. Because San Francisco for a minute was drifting for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
They were. I agree.
To bring them back and Christian McCaffrey, I thought he played well. I think they should have ran him a little more.
I thought they should pass the ball more.
Really?
I didn't see. I seen him running. They gave it to CMC a lot. You know what I'm saying? They kept throwing it to Debo. I'm like, why are you throwing to Debo?
Yeah, well, he had 30 touches.
I know, but he needs 20 carries. He needed 40 touches in that game.
I think
CMC needed 40. I'm not saying 40 rushes, but 40 touches for sure.
I think they started running him early, and like when we was watching the first drive, I think he had 8 touches on the first drive, and I'm like, bro,
but he was moving.
He was moving it until he fumbled it.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, he's touching the ball way too much. I thought if he would have ended the way he started, it would have been cool. But they was running him so much to start the game. I
think they got to add Kittles in the game.
Kittles is kind of on the decline.
It just can't be like that because he's too big of a threat. Because when he does get it, he's after the catch. Is where he's dangerous.
Yeah,
because he's fast. You know what I'm saying? And he was not involved. In the game at all. That kind of bothered me.
Debo was kind of didn't kind of show up. He had a few little knickknacks here and there, but
they kept throwing him the ball instead of running him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I don't know. Purdy was solid. Purdy played the game.
Second year, right?
Yeah, second year. Purdy played a good enough game that you would see a second year player play. Like he still played solid. He was in that game the whole time. I
think the unsung hero of that game for that second half, especially that last quarter, is Chris Jones.
Oh, Chandler Jones.
Chris Jones from
the defense tackle.
He had some big plays where he showed up and stopped their offense from moving. So.
He missed the first 4 games because he didn't have no contract. This year. He had just got paid. I guess he missed the first 4 games of the season.
He did. You're right.
And then he came back, so they needed him. So he was a very important part.
I thought if you're looking at it, it was a strategic cat and mouse game, mental play of a Super Bowl. It wasn't your typical like last year. The Eagles in Kansas City was both running up.
Going back,
whoever
back
scored last,
whoever had the ball last, you're going to get one.
That's what we're accustomed to seeing.
That's what we like.
Right. But this game was really like people punted 5 times in a row, people punted 4 times in a row, and then something crazy happens, and then
Fumble,
they get the field goal right. And so you just it was a good game though. Hats off to Kansas City though.
Yeah.
Mahomes with back-to-back championships, man, that's good stuff. But fellas, can we talk about Las Vegas and the prices?
Oh my God!
I don't want to talk about it with your wallet, RK, or your wallet.
Hey, listen.
But I really don't want to talk about it with my wallet. But the cheapest ticket in the stadium was $8,000.
That's crazy.
Talk to me about that.
And then I don't know if you've been seeing on social media, but have you seen the traffic that was in Vegas?
No.
The whole strip was like stand still. Like you're not going through no lights. Yeah. Back in the day, you could walk and you could see people walking across the street, so that's why the traffic was stopping. There was nobody walking across no street. There was just no cars was just going down the strip. It was like bumper to bumper. I'm like, sheesh.
Really? I didn't see that.
If I was back home in Sacramento, that's a trip you take.
You would have took.
You just drive
like
down,
I'm going
there,
down there.
even if you ain't got a room.
Right.
You gonna figure it out when you get there.
Right.
You know
Really?
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna sleep in the car for a day. Look, hey, if I'm down there, I'm in the mix.
That's
in the mix.
That's the move.
I mean, it's one of those type of events.
Okay.
It's the Super Bowl in Vegas. You gonna show up.
You gonna show up.
Show up and show out.
Because it's not too far. Is it 5 or 4?
For us, I think it's about an 8 to 10 hour ride.
Okay,
It's about 6 hours down and then a couple hours inland. So yeah.
Okay. Well, still, like you say, I'm making that drive. If I'm there, I'm making the drive.
Oh yeah.
And I'm staying in the car.
So they don't stay in the car.
I'm like, that day up to pull up. Like, bro, call the homie. Where your hotel at? Let me get a shower. Look,
man,
throw me on. And
Saturday night, it's lit. Just have your money. That's it. You go to the parties and everything.
So why not? If we know it's there, why not plan for that though? So you can plan that.
Man,
trip.
look,
First
that is
just,
true.
Just getting out and going.
But I'm not playing. I'm not. Did you hear the price that you just said? $8,000. I'm not. I'm not playing nowhere near the
right. Rooms is up. Everything.
$500 for a night.
But what I'm saying, when they announce where the Super Bowl's at, you got to get the tickets then.
I'm pretty sure they allotted. They know when the Super Bowl is. Any area. They done raised their.
I'm not talking about physically being there.
Oh yeah. I'm just talking about
game. I'm talking about in the mix.
No, seriously, because I'm almost on the same boat. I'm thinking about going to the All-Star game because it's at home.
But that's
it's in Indiana.
It's in Indiana.
That's not the same magnitude.
And I'm gonna just pull up. Oh no.
That's
I was at the Super Bowl in Indiana. And the environment was up. Like it was up. Right? I think the same atmosphere.
No, it ain't the same.
I'll know. I'll let you know.
So if you go,
I'll let you know.
FaceTime
I'm letting you know. Like it was up. Like bro,
Okay.
It was it was a move for real.
You know what? I never thought about ever going. I wonder can we host one in Seattle? We got the new stadium. Can we host it?
Yeah, you could. But they've been doing a lot of warm weather places ever since that New York situation happened.
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
you know
that was terrible.
But wait, they can't close the roof at the Seattle Stadium, can they? Can they close that roof?
I don't know if Quest closes or not. Well, I don't even know what it's called now.
CenturyLink?
CenturyLink. It's been changed so many names. I don't even know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called.
I've never seen Century close.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll probably never get
I know the baseball stadium I think closes, but I don't know if Century.
Man, we should have made that one a state because we got to be able to have events here like that.
You guys think if we had the event here, it would have been raining.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if we had the roof that closed though.
Yeah,
I mean they got that soccer thing coming through. What's that? The World Cup coming out here.
Yeah. But it's okay to play in the rain then.
Yeah, but
they'll play that in the rain.
They said that's gonna be like 2 Super Bowls because they say people come from all around the world for that.
Yeah,
around the world. So
that's gonna be big.
It's a very popular sport. You think about what it was like. With the baseball All-Star games, downtown was crazy.
It was money.
You couldn't move around. You had to just get a hotel, stay down there, and walk.
But then they had like 3 events. They had a soccer event that same weekend, and then they had somebody's concert. I was about to say they had somebody's concert same time. So it was like bananas. Like, look, the Swifties come out.
Might as well just stay downtown and
seriously.
They said it was turned up down there too.
We would just walk around, like just in the mix.
What about her impact?
Oh my God! Just on the game or just being there?
No, just being there. Because Roger Goodell was in there talking to her in the suite.
I didn't even see Goodell the whole game.
Goodell was talking in the beginning. He was talking to her. He was in the suite with her talking.
Swift is a movement, man. She's a movement. She's a movement.
It's
like I want to say Bumblebee or B. Beyonce got the B's, but Swifties. She's a movement, bro.
The Swifties?
She's got.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
The Swift.
No, man.
Bro, as much as we want to say Beyonce got it,
Queen B, man.
No, I'm telling you, these Swifties, bruh, she's everywhere.
I don't know if it's bigger than the Beehive.
She's everywhere, bro.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce got the
right. I believe you want to say that. We want to believe that. We really do.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
we want to believe that. But man, we gonna look at concerts. She's selling out in like seconds, minutes.
So what
her
is
stuff going like
Beyonce doing?
2 minutes and 2 concerts here and sold out in 2 minutes. They said she had a mini earth. Beyonce was up here.
Yeah,
they said
it was sold out.
I agree. But they said Taylor Swift created a monster, a mini earthquake.
But
like the Beastquake.
Does she at
her concert?
Does she do that?
I'm not.
Does she do that in Houston though? Does she do that in Louisiana? Because Beyonce's selling out quick down south. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a numbers game up here.
I think she's selling out in all those.
You know what I'm saying?
I think she's selling out in all. Because I don't think it's just white.
What about Beyonce's commercial?
Yeah. out here.
Which
you know
one?
what I'm saying?
You didn't see Beyonce's commercial yesterday?
I'm not gonna lie, these commercials. The commercials is kind of whack.
No, that commercial was good.
The commercials this year, I was disappointed.
It was trying to see if she could break the
do this and then. I did see that one. She can do this as a cooker and then do this as a. I did see that. I did see that.
That was dope. I like that one. Some of them were corny, but
they were a lot corny. Not some. A lot of them was corny.
Let me give you guys an interesting stat. For 30 seconds, you got to pay $7 million for 30 seconds. I looked up that today. So everybody that had a commercial dropped $7 million.
Snapchat had a commercial. There was a lot of.
Yeah.
I was like surprised. Like, you coming up with that much money?
Yeah, Snapchat.
Yeah,
Snapchat
there was a lot of them. What's the orange? Like the clothing line or whatever it is that you could buy stuff from. Was that what it is? The little orange one? Temu had. It was on there twice, and I'm like, bro, where?
I saw that too.
Where were they at?
What were you gonna say, RGK?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, did you? There's a couple of commercials that caught my eye though, but one of them was RFK. Did y'all peep that commercial? RFK Jr.
Yeah, he's more of a president.
Yeah,
of course,
he's running.
My mother-in-law, she was like,
yeah.
Well, who is that? What is that? Like he wanted to rewind it back. I was like,
I did see
Kennedy.
That one.
You know,
he was Kennedy.
He just put his political bid at the Super Bowl.
That's solid.
That was a smart move.
Real solid.
You know
I don't know if he's gonna win. If Trump gets in there, he ain't gonna win that. But
he's being blocked out. But
but that was solid to get it in there though. Like, campaign money.
Travis Kelce paid for the suite that Taylor Swift was in.
He paid for
How much was
it?
it?
1.8.
Sheesh.
Oh, he got that back.
Yeah, he got that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying.
But still, 1.8.
And then also the question is, should he have apologized to Andy Reid for yelling at him like that?
No. To me.
So hold on. Before you answer,
me as an adult, I will not condone it. I just wouldn't do it. Like, if I can go back into my days and be like, okay, Dwayne, you was really a knucklehead and you really shouldn't have did that, right? But in the moment, I'm like, look, what needed to be said, bruh? It needed to be said. So I feel like in the moment, Kelce, he wasn't wrong for doing it. But me as an adult, nah, I wouldn't handle it. I wouldn't handle it like that.
So look at it from a lens of an athlete.
I wouldn't handle it like that.
Trying to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
Do you do that to your coach?
You don't do that to the coach, but the stature that Kelce has, he can do that.
I disagree totally. But I'm gonna give you my perspective.
Go ahead,
RK.
I didn't think none of it. I figured they've been through the trenches before. They done made a few, runs to the Super Bowl.
Right.
He kind of startled the heck out of Andy Reid.
He kind of shook
it. Like, I thought, but at the same time, I didn't think none of it. It didn't make me
coming from a coach's perspective.
Yeah.
And doing it for 20 plus years. That is the ultimate level of disrespect for a coach that holds you to such high regard with whatever decision that he makes for you. If you're not in on that play, you got to live with the results of what he called, because it didn't cost nothing with the game.
Yeah.
But what it did look like, it looked crazy, and whatever narrative is painted and how the internet is going to look at it because it's undefeated is a negative approach. Yeah. You just don't show your coaches up. I don't believe in that.
They said they fear for Swift's life now.
I'm like, bro, that's what I'm saying. That's just like,
because he was aggressive with Andy Reid. He gonna be aggressive with her. Like, what? I gotta stop, bro.
Yeah, that's what
you can't paint that narrative,
right?
But,
and that's why I say it's too many cameras.
Yeah. So if it was AB, could he get away with that?
Oh, ain't no way. He didn't deserve it though.
He would have got away with it.
He earned it.
They would have ridiculed him. He would have been on every sports channel getting ridiculed.
Even though they won, he still be the villain.
He still be the villain.
Still be the
Patrick Mahomes won. He liked being the villain for the first time.
Yeah, he actually did.
You know what I'm saying? He liked being the villain for the first time. But I just think, my personal opinion, this is just my perspective, only Pac can judge. I think that there's a different approach that he should be able to take with the respect that he has for Andy Reid. Patrick Mahomes wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And he is the guy on that team.
And that's crazy that you say Patrick Mahomes the villain. I thought that was for show.
No,
it didn't look. It didn't look authentic to me. Like I'm like, bro, like you know dang well people ain't
like,
he just like bro, like
he's not the villain,
boy.
He's like, the darling of the NFL, man.
You know they want to make you the golden child. They know he wants to compare you to Brady.
But that was a narrative.
But I'm like, bro, stop, bro.
I think they created that narrative,
right?
And he used it as a champion.
Right.
He used it and wrote it all the way.
Just wrote us off.
That's smart.
And it gave him juice.
He wasn't. But from everybody else is looking at him, I mean, like,
right.
But he's good though.
Right.
But it's not. I don't believe him.
There was nobody that was the villain in this game. This was just a football game. It was Brock Purdy looked like a teenager out there.
If Lamar Jackson, like you say, I will agree that. If he for sure, no ifs and buts about it. Yeah. They were trying to.
Why?
I don't agree to it.
No,
I don't agree to it. I know why, but I don't agree to it.
Okay, but Art to the Cat, I want to know why would he be the villain?
Man.
Because he's he's a black man.
You don't got the complexion for the protection.
With the
he don't have the,
You don't got the complexion for the protection.
No matter who he played, he was going to be on, he could have been the best team. He was going to be
the villain.
Yeah.
That's
and he was going to be the underdog, too. Even if he made it there.
Even if he made it, he'd been the underdog.
And he was for sure going to lose. I can promise you that.
There'd have been a narrative and comments made about this, about that, just because of
that.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's just marketing. That's how it goes.
But there's bad marketing, too.
It is. I'm not condoning it, but I see it so much, I can recognize it.
But that's the route Pat Mahomes was trying to play. I'm like, stop, bro. When he got up there on the mic, they counted us out. They did. I'm like, bro, stop, bro. Like,
what they did, people did say though.
I believe
Kansas City wouldn't get back to the Super Bowl. Nobody believed that team was going to be in the Super Bowl
in the long run. But when they got there,
no,
come on, man.
But if you would have said nobody had Kansas City as a prediction,
none of us did.
None of us did at the beginning of the season.
I believe
No, not in the beginning.
Right. So that wasn't even a question that we were thinking. We said the Eagles.
But did you think they were out of contention just because you didn't pick them to win? Did you think they was out of contention?
I didn't think so.
No, I didn't. But I didn't think they were a Super Bowl contender.
And I think they had a shot.
So you didn't think they was going to be
I didn't think they would. I thought that Buffalo or somebody would have came and beat them this year
in the playoffs.
Correct.
I thought they had a shot, no matter what. Because they got 15.
That's where I'm at.
I think they have a shot. But they still have a shot.
They got
with 15.
I mean, they got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
No, you're right. You're right.
They don't have to feature no receivers. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Yeah. And that's scary that a team can do that.
Yeah,
man, it works.
Yeah, you're right. That's crazy. But Usher's performance, what you guys think? What's you guys' thoughts? Is it a top 5 performance of all time?
Top 5.
And if so, tell me why.
I give him 6. I'm not gonna. He's not gonna crack my top 5 though.
And tell me why.
Because I got some great performances for some other artists that I got to put ahead of him. Yeah. His was spectacular though. It was dope. You know what I mean? It's definitely worth the money. It was a Super Bowl.
It was a show.
It was a Super Bowl performance.
Good.
But is he top 5? I got 5 other ones.
Can you mind listing your 5? Not in no order.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'll start with Michael Jackson for sure.
Okay.
Prince for sure, because that Purple Rain is
when it came
iconic.
down, started running. When it rained purple.
Then I got Beyonce when she came out with the berets and all that. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? I got to give Beyonce her props. I got Dr. Dre.
It's cold.
Man.
Last year was cold.
Dr. Dre. And then who I got after that?
That was the year before last year.
Yeah, the year before last. The Dr. Dre one was crazy. Like maybe he got number 5 then, because I can't think of.
Well, I'm gonna say somebody. You might change that.
I'll say Katy Perry is trash. They keep showing that on the news. That wasn't it. What about? But I give her props. She brought out Missy. That was dope.
What about the Bruno one?
It
didn't move you.
Yeah, you had to bring it up.
Yeah, right. I thought you was going to. Because Beyonce
was good, though.
Yeah, his was really good. Because Beyonce and Bruno did one together.
Yeah.
Bruno and Beyonce did one. So Bruno did one by himself.
That's right.
Beyonce did one. And that Bruno and Beyonce together was.
So can we have your top?
So for me, he's at like 8. This performance he had was like at 8.
So you had 7 Super Bowl performances that you saw, witnessed with your own eyes.
I went on a binge watch and I watched all the Super Bowls from 1994. From that Michael Jackson on, I just hit play and it just started rolling.
Okay.
The Rihanna's was cool.
But
moves like Jagger though, that was a good one too.
Oh, you liked that one?
Yeah.
I seen that one. I'm like, yeah, they were just in the middle of somebody make mention of that.
Hold on, did Timberlake have a performance too?
Timberlake and
Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah, Janet Jackson was my number 5. That's right. Janet was my number 5.
So for me, that Timberlake was better.
Okay.
That Beyonce was better.
Okay.
The Bruno was better.
Okay.
The Bruno and Janet was, or Bruno and Beyonce was better. The Purple Rain was better.
You got one more.
I said Bruno, Purple Rain, Purple.
That's 6.
And then, well, he might be 7 to me. Then he could be 7.
So the Michael Jackson didn't do it for you.
The Michael Jackson.
Did Michael do something to you?
Michael didn't do nothing to me. Please, if y'all get a chance, go back and watch this Michael Jackson.
You can't
look at it from the lens of 2024.
No,
it was
you
terrible.
can't look at it through the lens of 2024.
Michael Jackson. Oh my God! I'm not gonna.
Mike,
my apologies. I'm not gonna disrespect you.
You can't do that.
I'm not gonna disrespect you, Mike. I'm not gonna go into why it was bad. It just didn't crack my. It just didn't crack it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna disrespect.
No, I want to hear why it's bad.
No,
I want to hear it.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
Only
I'm not disrespecting Mike.
You already have.
I'm not no more.
You just said 7.
no.
You said 7 were better. That's disrespect.
Yeah. Well, look. Well, that's the only disrespect you gonna get then. Like
that's it.
That I can.
Michael Jackson, didn't he leave inside the thing in that performance?
No.
In the jetpack?
He had the
Yes, he
wind.
did.
Yeah.
No, go watch it again, fellas. Go watch it again. I literally just watched it 2 days ago. I watched all of them.
There's something against Michael though that
I don't have anything against him.
No, it is.
Like if you really
you
watch
don't like
this,
no Mikes. Jordan, Jackson, Tyson.
I like Michael Johnson. I like Tyson.
Not
Come
like
on,
that.
man.
I don't think so.
I don't think greatest, but I like Tyson.
Jordan, Jackson, action. He just rested.
You said you don't even like water, so you don't like Michael Phelps?
Oh, no.
You don't like no Mikes.
No. Phelps cold.
What is wrong with all the? What did all you?
Michael
did you
Johnson, the runner.
No, he was on drugs.
The runner,
he doesn't get
and
no credit.
he's solid,
Steroids.
and the summer.
No,
he cold.
Both steroids.
He said he don't like Michael J. Fox. He said he don't like
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Man, you don't like no Mikes, man. I'm starting to realize that, man.
Man, look,
It's gonna hurt my feelings a little bit.
I don't want to be like Mike. Look, I don't want to be like Mike.
But you just wear the shoes.
I love it. Nah, the shoes can go. The shoes, look, I'll put those on every day. Look, 2 times on Sunday. Look.
Floyd Mayweather said he spent 1.8 on the suite. And he paid $18 million in taxes, something light.
Man.
And he said, imagine how much money I was paying in taxes when I was boxing.
Man.
How rich is Floyd Mayweather?
Wait, first of all, Floyd Mayweather got to stop like he's not PBC. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But, I digress.
Come on. I need a little bit more insight.
18 million in taxes is a lot, man.
Right.
I mean, if that's what he's paying in taxes, and he's in a state, he's in Nevada where he's not having to pay as much. So if he's paying 18 million, man, kudos to that man, because that's a lot of money coming out the pocket.
That was a check. It was there. Now, if you do
No. All right.
So you think it was fake?
I'm not counting the man's pocket, and I'm not saying I was there to see the check. But like you say, $18 million, that is a lot of money.
He got to make over $100 million.
A lot. He made over $100
I'm talking about earn $100 million in a year.
I believe that.
Did he say he paid $18 million this year? Because he didn't earn nothing this year.
He did earn money.
What did he earn other than
his taxes
him promoting?
That's his taxes from last year.
Well, he only had one fight. Like, if he fought the dude over in Japan,
so you don't think his money makes money? He's wealthy.
I believe his money does make money.
Like he's beyond rich. He's wealthy.
$18 million.
He obviously, if he paid $18 million, Dwayne, and he put it out there on social media with the check, then why can't I gotta believe that he's doing something right with his money?
Yeah, he is. He's definitely involved in a lot of real estate, commercial real estate, but he got to be careful because what's going on with commercial real estate now.
Right.
But he's involved with a lot, so he's making his money. Yeah. 18 million. What's that? Even at 18% of you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, he's probably paying 30.
Man,
he probably taxed at the 30%, making that much.
Yeah, so he probably made like 60 million this year, 70 million.
Yeah, that's very doable.
Right, right.
Yeah. All the different things. He got fighters, he got promotions, he got gyms, he got restaurants. Like, you wouldn't believe so. Just because Shaq wouldn't probably post it, but when you hear, like, he owns Forever 21, he owns, 25 car washes or that money is all relating. Well, we don't know what Floyd Mayweather got in.
The thing is about it though is that you're right, and if he's paying 18 million, and that means he's already did his deductions, he done wrote off all this stuff, and he's still coming with an $18 million ticket to pay back. Yeah, that man's making he's making back.
Right. That's what they say. People always said he don't got no money. That's a lie.
Yeah,
he would have to really be making money. But then you got to think, if he was paying $18 million in 10 years, his net he had to have generated over $100 million all those years. Well, so he would have to be a billionaire.
He's close to that if he's not.
I don't know.
He's close to that if he's not.
I don't know what he is. I ain't looked him up, so I don't know.
And all I say is this because I did.
But he would be a billionaire.
He made $100 million off the Canelo. The Canelo fight. Not only the Canelo fight, the
Pacquiao he made 200.
No, what's his name? Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He made he made 150.
Well, I'm just putting the 100 million.
Yeah,
so
he
you
made
throw the 50 on top of it.
150.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like he made that in 3 hours.
Yeah.
Not including the pay-per-view.
That's just one event.
You know what I'm saying? That's just one event.
Yeah.
And so,
but all those other events, he was only making like 40. In those
not all of them. You got to.
The only fight
you got to look him up piece by piece.
He was making the highest 3 was those Canelo.
That was
Canelo,
like 300 something million.
Pacquiao,
that was like 300 million in 3 fights.
No, that was like Pacquiao was like 200 and something. What's the name was like 150 and Canelo's was like 100.
So 500 million in 3. Come on, dog. That's
the only thing is you made 500 million, but what if you put out, 100 mil, 200 mil, 150 mil.
For what? Put it out for what?
Betting, doing what he ever did. Like, I'm not getting the man's numbers or nothing, but
we don't know what he has in the bank already. That's just off of those fights, like whatever the promotion team is writing a check for him for that dollar amount.
I think Floyd was getting his money up front though. He was. I don't think Floyd was. I think Floyd's number was what he was getting. Was what he was getting. I don't think he was getting any extra. No, he was like, bro, I'm getting 200 million, whether we make 200 million or not.
No, I don't think he did that.
He was getting pay-per-view money too.
Yeah.
He was getting,
I think he was getting paid that pay-per-view money. They was.
No, he wasn't doing it.
Putting that in.
I think he got
on the 200 million.
I think that he was getting the
like
check.
The pay-per-view money is going to go in. Nah. Because who was he fight? Timothy Bradley. Which one fought Pac-Man?
Timothy Bradley fought Pac-Man.
So Timothy Bradley was supposed to fight Mayweather, but then he was talking about how Mayweather wanted his stuff, all of his money up front. Like he wanted to pay like before the door, man, before all that. He wanted his money like right away. And then Timothy Bradley tried to come to him and say, look, before any promotions come, I need my money up front too. And Mayweather was like, bro, who are you? Like you don't earn that. So he tried to pull the same move on him, and Mayweather wouldn't let him. So that's why I know Mayweather's getting all of his money. So whatever number they say, I think that's what Mayweather's getting up front, and then it is what it is. I don't think he's getting any extra pay-per-view promotion. I don't know. Because I think he's getting all of his money up front.
I gotta research that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll tell you.
Yeah,
but
it was either Timothy Bradley or Sugar Shane. One of them said they tried to come to him with the same thing, and he was like, "Look,
that ain't the same
right. Look, I'm the man, bro. Look, you ain't about to get this." I think it was Timothy Bradley because he didn't fight him.
And PBC just got to deal with I think it's YouTube.
Man,
yeah. PBC got to deal with
you streaming.
That's the way of the world.
That's the way.
When you got to watch a Thursday night football game on streaming, I'm like, bro, I think everything is going streaming.
Yeah, I mean,
everything. Crazy.
Streaming makes it easier, but you don't got to deal with the buffering too much anymore like we used to.
Yeah.
When you have the Roku's.
A lot of the
even satellite, what I'm saying, they used to be kind of bad sometimes.
Right. A lot of the commercials, for real, for a disc when you have to. You ain't lying. A lot of because my partner when we used to watch the boxing matches, I'm like, bro, if you don't get rid of this.
You be like, it's the rain. It's
get up there. I'm like, you don't get rid of this.
The slightest thing used to mess it up.
Yeah, the slightest thing, bro. But a lot of the commercials for halftime, or a lot of the commercials were social media, like that kind of commercials. Like they were all streaming, kind of commercials.
Yeah, I mean that's the way of the world. Like I said, the internet right now can pretty much do anything. You know what I'm saying? There is no limits, or like I said, but I'm watching stuff. Did you see the commercial where the person was in the Tesla and they was in the other seat of the Tesla while the Tesla was driving? They was over there eating fries and fell asleep.
I have seen the video.
Like a Tesla promoting Tesla.
Oh yeah. No, I have seen
Elon
that.
Musk is gonna get his way. He gonna find his way in there no matter what, man.
Yeah,
but no, the Super Bowl was crazy, man.
Did you see the I gotta give props to the J-Lo.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Tom Brady was a DJ. And what's his name? What's the other dude?
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon.
Yeah, that was a good commercial right there.
I like the Fever, the little kid that was international that was running through the market.
Yeah.
But he was dreaming, visioning
about
himself
being a football player.
About being a football player. That was really solid. And then he comes to I think it was like Africa or one of them countries over there that they're trying to expand
into international.
International. So I thought that was solid. I thought it was a real solid commercial.
I also thought this is my last one is Martin Lawrence and Shannon Sharp.
I didn't see that one.
You ought to see Martin Lawrence and Shannon Sharp. He said you got what did he say? He said you got show muscles.
I didn't. Hey, look.
I didn't see that one.
That one I
see it will air again though. You know, because it's out there in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one. I looked that up on
YouTube. Yeah, that was funny though.
Going to another thing in sports. We got the NBA All-Star Weekend this weekend, and my guy said he might make it to Indiana.
I was told show up.
Who wins?
I was told.
The East or West?
For sure, the West.
And let's give you the starting lineups. You ready?
Let's go.
Starting guard for the West. They are as followed. Let me make sure because I remember it's Luka Doncic
and SGA
and Shai Gilgeous. How you say Gilgeous or
Gilgeous?
Gilgeous Alexander. Yeah. You have LeBron James. Yeah. You have Kevin Durant, and you have the Joker. Yeah. That is unreal.
Yeah.
Then you go to the East, and you got Dame Lillard.
Dame.
You have who's the two?
It was Dame and
Tatum. No, Tatum's the three. Who was the two?
It was Dame and
it ain't Donovan Mitchell.
No, Donovan Mitchell's not.
We'll come back to that. But Tatum.
Dame and
Embiid?
And no, Pacers.
Oh, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
You got wait.
Halliburton starting and Dame
Halliburton, and then because Jalen Brunson's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
So you got
Brunson's off the bench.
Yeah.
Instead of them doing Brunson, he had
right. So you got Dame, Halliburton, Tatum,
Embiid.
No, Embiid's hurt.
No, but he was in the starting. Right. I don't know who they're putting in now.
And then who was the other guy that they had starting from the East?
Embiid and Giannis.
And the Greek Freak.
Yeah.
And now you put Bam Adebayo instead of
put Bam for the center?
Bam instead of Embiid. Who wins?
Man, that West is destroyed at East. That West is destroyed at East.
I need a score.
It's gonna be a blow. Bro, it's gonna be like 195 to 162.
Huh?
Oh.
Bro, 195.
They ain't gonna play no defense.
No D. 168. I'm gonna go.
Who gets MVP?
LeBron.
I don't know, because I don't know if this is LeBron's last one. But if this was LeBron's last one, I think they would make LeBron the MVP. But
you think it's his last one in his career?
No. I said I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
But I said if this was his last one, I think they would make him MVP. But I don't think it's gonna be his last one. I think somebody
Luka?
like I could see Luka going out there going to get 55.
It's Luka.
Yeah.
That's what you got?
I'm thinking about it from a marketing standpoint. You know what I mean?
I can see that too.
I'm saying Luka's it's going to either be the Joker or Luka.
Nah, Joker won't do it. Joker passes too much.
Yeah, and he's probably going to pass, and he's not going to play competitively. You know, he's going to probably take it easy in the All-Star game. Luka's going to put up some numbers.
Right.
I mean, he's on a tear anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Or I can see KD, because he likes basketball, especially with his hair. He better cut his hair before he makes it down there.
He don't care.
Right, he don't.
How Steph get a snub though?
Steph, he didn't make the starting.
Yeah,
he made the team, but he ain't starting because he missed too many games.
But nah, he been playing. They just voted Luka, and they voted Shai. Shai's averaging like 30, and Luka's averaging like 30.
Again, he had that little slip where he missed games, and that's why they put him in there. So, what, you got a score, and you got East or West?
Man, 1,000,000%. I don't know.
They don't score a lot, bro.
They don't really be going at it though. So.
They might hit 200 this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got probably someone, the Greek Freak or Kevin Durant, to win MVP. They're gonna play hard. Both of them are gonna play hard.
Right.
Yeah, the Greek Freak's gonna go.
They're both gonna play really, really hard.
I respect that.
And then I got the West obviously to win. The 3-point contest. Who you guys got?
Hold on. Before we move on, now I'm thinking about it because the Greek Freak and Tatum seem like they're really gonna show up to try to show out. I
don't know if Tatum, he just want to shoot. He's not gonna like get mixy, He's just gonna want to shoot.
Cold,
he gonna make like 9 3-pointers.
He's coming into his own. So
he's first team All NBA the last 2 or 3 years in a row.
Yeah, but I mean, he's really feeling it though. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So
if they can establish where they play hard, it'll be a game.
Yeah,
it'll be a game. But LeBron is gonna be LeBron. He's gonna make people go.
Yeah,
he's gonna make people.
He's
go.
going off the bat.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. He's gonna make people go.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, we're trying to win. Like this is my team."
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's Giannis's team. But I like if you look at it, really with no Embiid, I'm like, man, who are the centers in the East? Shoot,
right.
it's tough.
I'm thinking that same thing. Like when you said Bam is starting, I'm like, Bam?
There ain't no other centers in the East.
Wow.
Man, Porzingis don't make it.
But he's like a power forward. He ain't really no center.
The Lopez brothers.
Nah, Lopez ain't got enough game to make it. This ain't no defensive.
I mean,
I would have said Vucevic, but we do got a first timer from the town. Shout out to Paolo Banchero.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
NBA All-Star in your second season.
You're right.
Huge shout out, my guy.
First timer.
Man, I'm proud of you. Keep working. You're leading Orlando in scoring, and you got them in playoff contention right now. Shout out to Paolo Banchero, 206's own, man.
Oh, yeah. No,
second year in the league, man. That's good stuff, man.
Hooping, too.
And he was voted in by the coaches.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fans vote the starters. The coaches vote the reserves.
Yeah.
And he obviously is seen as one of the guys that are making an impact in this league.
Yeah, he's definitely doing his thing.
Yeah.
Congratulations, King.
I just hope that they can play hard because it's going to be televised. People are going to watch it. But I just hope that if they can play hard, it can be fun. The whole weekend, like, take everything serious. The 3-point contest, take it serious. No.
See, that's where I was going to go. Like we said the whole weekend, I'm like, this slam dunk contest. Come on, bro.
Last year was good.
They got the Plum McPlumbing dude. He ain't played a G League game or an NBA game.
Okay.
And they got my guy. So this is what I'm proposing. And they've been saying this the whole time. I think really like LeBron should just go get a YouTube dunker or a Dunk Kings dunker and is like, here, I got my money on my Dunk Kings, my performer.
But let's talk about what it is though, not what it should be. Let's talk about what it is.
I mean, the McPlunkling kid is going to do.
Say his name right.
I don't know.
He won last year.
What is his name? It's Mick something.
Yeah.
McPlumbing.
McLovin.
No, not McLovin. It's like McPlung. I know it's like something McPlung. What is it?
I don't know how to say it.
It's like McPlung. Mick something.
Yeah, he won it last year though.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
McClellan or something.
No, it's with a P.
Man,
McPlung.
Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine was the best, the last best. You know what I'm saying? Slam dunk contest.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
They went dunk for dunk.
Yeah.
But in a 3-point shootout, I think it can be interesting. I think it'd be interesting.
I think there's a lot of good shooters in the 3-point contest.
Yeah, somebody said Cat might win.
He actually was up there last year.
Yeah, somebody said Cat might win. He's the best shooting big the NBA's ever seen. What they say.
He said he wanted to win it.
Yeah,
he said Shaq. Yeah, he said Shaq. I'm about to win it.
Huge shout out to my brother Jamal Crawford. Man, you guys gonna get a chance to see what he gets to do. He is actually, obviously this is going to air late, so that will tell us now, and they'll get it later, is the fact that he is announcing the All-Star game.
Okay.
He is the sideline play-by-play.
That's
like the David Aldridge, you know what I'm saying?
Salute.
So huge shout out to JC, boy.
You said they're going to get this late, so look, I'm going to let you know, and then look, he can be on the side.
Yeah, they got his sidelines. He's going to be talking to the people, mic'd up and all that good stuff.
That's what's up.
He was
He's
doing the Rising Stars.
Yeah.
Last year he did the dunk contest, and then they just hit him like, bro, you got to be the sideline to work the game.
That's what's up.
Man,
so he's on his way, man.
Salute, yeah.
Congratulations, shout out to you on that, bro. Moving forward.
I thought you was gonna say Gilly.
No,
man. Gilly was gonna get
right.
down.
Hopefully Gilly should be in the building.
Yeah.
Gilly should be in the building. If he sees Gilly, he'll somehow talk to him. They'll make that a thing.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And when it happens, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be bad, man. Yeah. And we got to be right there present because we want the interviews afterwards for sure.
Right.
Only Pac can judge you, Gilly.
Come on.
Boxing. Garcia versus Haney. It's official.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's official.
It is official.
It's official. Who you got and why do you got him?
Haney.
Ooh. Like that.
Like that.
No blinking.
No blinking.
Tell me why.
Haney's just he's gonna out footwork him. He's gonna dance circles around him and bing him up. That's the only thing I can see.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he got the weight advantage. Definitely got a weight advantage.
Ooh.
It comes as a surprise.
No, it doesn't.
Devin Haney.
Really?
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 100%. Devin
Welcome
Haney.
to the dark side.
I'm not welcoming in that fight. I don't like the fight anyway. But I'm for sure.
We're watching
wholeheartedly.
It. Oh yeah, we're watching.
I'm wholeheartedly Devin Haney. It's fought at 140. Devin Haney is not an aggressive fighter, so he sits and wait. I think Ryan's gonna be the Devin Devin Haney's the ace. So I think Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia is gonna have to put pressure on him. Yeah. And I just think Ryan's not he don't have the Floyd Mayweather. Get out of there
to be a pressure fighter.
To be a pressure fighter, and when Devin Haney just sits on him, it's gonna be that's easy work. This Ryan. I don't know. Ryan, go fight somebody else. Go fight Rolly or go fight one of the other dudes.
Yeah, that'd be
Devin Haney's fight is not. It don't make no sense to me. That's why
he's coming after the belt.
But it didn't make no sense. Like, come out of the belt if you want.
Well, Devin Haney obviously he had to accept the fight.
It didn't make it's
right. Yeah. He could have said no.
Who you got? My bad. My apologies.
No, go ahead.
Who you got?
I got Garcia.
Oh my God.
I got Garcia.
I'm not lying. Hey, Dave, I'm Dave. Hold on for a sec. If we go replay a lot of your boxing, you've been missing of late. Not long standing, but you have been.
I missed one big one.
You missed Spence.
That's the only one.
And you missed.
That's the only one.
Who did you miss? You missed somebody.
That's the only one.
Lomachenko Haney.
Who?
Lomachenko, was it Loma versus Haney?
You missed 2 fights.
Yeah. No,
it was the Haney fight.
You have. I think it might have been the Haney fight.
Did we even talk about that?
We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I had Lomachenko to win, and he won the fight. The judges just
he didn't
win. No. See, we can't. That can't be the argument when you come back if Ryan wins.
I'm saying when I'm wrong, I come in and say I'm wrong.
Okay.
I've been wrong on one fight.
Okay.
I've been wrong on one fight, and I'm man enough to talk about it. So let me tell you why I'm taking Garcia.
There was another fight that I was on that you guys wasn't.
I think Garcia. Oh, the Charlo brother.
Yeah,
like I'm right. I know. Ain't no but. Like
no,
stop. You guys
no, hold on. He's gonna yell his way. He's gonna yell his way through it. He's gonna yell his way through it. Here's the. Hold on, D. Relax, Ultimate Warrior. Hey, listen. Me and RK thought he was fighting the undefeated brother.
I told y'all.
We didn't know, but we didn't know till that night. I wasn't confident when we saw who he was fighting. Yeah. When we watched it with you. Now, if he was fighting the undefeated brother, I had the Charlo.
He's fighting.
But then when he found out he was fighting the one with one loss, we were not confident at all. Yeah. We was not confident at all.
And he's supposed to be fighting the undefeated brother.
Right, but so you can't really. I'll say I was wrong, but they kind of disqualifies it because that was the person that fought. That was fighting.
They don't disqualify a thing only pod because I told him what he was fighting.
No,
they tried to tell me what he was fighting.
And
I told him no.
also Saya looked it up and she said he was fighting the undefeated brother.
I
Ain't
told
that
him
what
no.
Google said?
Yeah.
Google told us.
I told him no.
Google told us.
I'm like, I know there's another fight that you guys both missed.
That was the one. We were both in agreement with that one.
All right.
But see, that's what I'm saying. When I'm wrong, I come on and say I'm wrong.
So you're Ryan.
I'm taking Ryan. Let me tell you why.
All right.
I think he's going to surprise Devin Haney. Devin Haney's very flat-footed.
Yes.
Ryan, if Ryan is pretty fast and he connects and he hits hard, and I think that he can surprise to get inside. He's bigger. He's bigger than Haney, and I think that it'll be a real boxing match because Haney kind of waits for it to come to him. I think that Ryan is going to surprise him. I really do. And I'm not even a Ryan fan, but I think that he hits hard enough. And Devin Haney, I saw him get rocked, and he'd be about to fall asleep sometime. Yeah. Just like they said when him and Tank was fighting, and Adrian Broner had to jump in the ring.
Man, I don't know. You know, they said that he said he. You know,
you heard the whole. So let's talk about that in a second, because they said Adrian Broner said Tank hit him. And he was going, and he hit him again, and he stopped because he was about to die. And then they kept going until Devin Haney started getting better and Tank was tired. He said he playing boxing in the right gloves with no headgear, Devin Haney would have been dead.
Are we comparing Haney or Tank's power to Ryan's power?
Not at all. But I saw somebody hitting Devin
didn't have no power. I did.
And he was woozy going to he was punch drunk. Who was that dude that hit him?
He fought
him, and he was going. The bell was ringing, and he was staggering going to the corner. I think Ryan's going to give a better fight than what I think. Tank was just too much for Ryan. I don't think Devin Haney's too much. I'm not. He hasn't shown me enough.
Yeah, there's definitely some
so you really don't want to say him.
No. I really he's not showing me anything. I agree.
You don't really want to say him. But
no, I want to say him. I said wholeheartedly. I said, look, I said I stood behind it when I said Haney. I stood behind it. Like I don't want to go for Haney because I don't like Haney's. To me, is like
I'm going Garcia. You guys heard it here. I'm going Garcia.
Yeah,
you can be right. When he takes Haney's belt, we'll say,
yeah, you will.
So they're close to signing. They're supposed to find out tomorrow. Canelo versus Benavidez.
What? I thought it was Canelo versus Charlo.
They're supposed to find out tomorrow. This is the hot off the press. Take a look at that. Google that. Canelo, if he accepts the fight from Benavidez, is supposed to find out tomorrow. Benavidez is ready. He said he'll do whatever. It's in the balls in Canelo's court. Who wins that fight if they fight? I'm going to you first.
Man,
don't stutter.
No, I'm not stuttering.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be my honest opinion, just like I gave with the Haney and Ryan. This is Canelo's last fight if you do it, and it will be Benavidez. Canelo doesn't fight no more if he fights Benavidez. If he fights somebody else, he'll continue to fight. He fights Benavidez, he won't fight no more. He's done. This fight gonna make him. I don't know, 100 mil.
So is it barbecue or meal? Is he not fighting because he's going to lose?
He's not fighting because he's going to lose.
Okay.
And it's going to look bad.
Okay.
And then they'll start saying Benavidez. It's almost like the changing of the guards with the Triple G and Canelo. Like, oh, he beat him, so then Triple G. It's almost like Benavidez is slingshot to being we consider as one of the pound for pounds.
He is.
No. He's not yet. But if he beats
not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because it's still Canelo. He's still there.
No, he said you said one of the pound for pounds.
Oh, one of them? Yeah. No. Hands down. Yeah, I'm not saying.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the face who we say.
So you say Canelo is the pound for pound
right now,
best in the world?
Right now. No. That's what I'm saying. That's what they say.
I'm asking.
For me, he's my boxer. Of course I got to go. No. I'm standing on it. Canelo right now is pound for pound.
The best.
The best.
Okay.
I'm standing on it.
Only Pac can judge you.
Only Pac can.
I'm not judging you.
But if he fights Benavidez, he loses, and then Benavidez.
Okay,
I agree to that.
Your thoughts?
It's funny you say that because I thought that was the play for the last fight, right, with the Charlo brother. I thought the Charlo brother was going to ascend and Canelo was going to, you know what I'm saying, pretty much back away. So what that does tell me is that, you know, something's in the water. Like Canelo is reaching the end of that road then. Yeah. Because the opinion is starting to turn on him as far as where he's going to go with his career. I thought he was going to fight Bud. You know what I'm saying? I thought that would have been a better fight for him, too. You know what I'm saying? Even though Benavidez has been calling him out, because that's a fight that, frankly, my pick, I don't see Canelo beating Benavidez.
Yeah. At all.
Too heavy.
I can't say at all. I think it's going to be a good fight. Yeah. But, you know, the fight that Canelo has to fight to win that, you know, that
it's
in and out. Yeah, he's got to do in and out.
It's a young Canelo. Like, you got a young Canelo beats Benavidez. This Canelo, I'm like,
can Benavidez knock Canelo down? Will he hit
plenty of times? He's strong. Benavidez is strong.
Yeah.
Benavidez is real. I don't know. Benavidez shouldn't be fighting at that weight class. Like, he moves people. Like, he really. There's another dude with like a name. It's like it's something else like Bitterball or something like that. That's kind of like a little heavier.
Butterbean.
So it's no. It's not Butterbean, but it's somebody really in that weight class. Like
he ain't in that weight class.
No, but I'm saying there really is like it's like Bibbito Boo or something. It's something with two B's in it.
Bivol?
Like no, not Bivol. Okay. It's something like B. It's some weird name, but he's also in that weight class and a little heavier. But I think he should fight him before he fights Canelo. If you fight, you're done. I'm just saying that. You heard it from me. You're not fighting no more. He's gonna take too much out of you unless this is a cash grab. He's just too much.
He might.
That's just my opinion.
So
who'd you got? No, you didn't get. You about to say so on you?
That ain't even a question.
Right.
I'm going the guy with the boxing ring right around the corner. We need to get the interview with.
Right.
We need to get the interview with. We'll go set up shop right in there. We'll talk to him in the ring. We'll talk to him in the ring.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, David Benavidez is what do they call him? The Mexican what? They call him the Mexican monster. The Mexican monster.
Something like that.
He's the Mexican monster for real. He hits extremely hard. Ask Caleb Plant.
Yeah. And that's what I thought was actually going to be a fight, though. But he was like, bro.
He beat him up like he stole
Come
something.
on. And Caleb Plant is actually big.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a good fighter, too.
Really good fighter.
I
think he only has like 5 losses.
Usyk is supposed to fight
Fury. I did see that.
Supposed to fight Fury.
That was signed.
Finally.
Yeah. And the guy that they're doing the fight over, they said if they don't do it, he's taking 20% of the purse from both of them. The guy, they're doing it in a different country, like somewhere crazy.
It's Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so the Saudi Arabian guy, as he said, if they don't do it, he's taking 20% of the purse from both of them. So they got to fight. Who do you got?
Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
that's a tough one. One knows how to box. One's kind of big, like you know, kind of like he's a 7-footer. He's a footer.
Big boy.
He's a big boy. Yeah. But
with a sloppy body.
With a sloppy body, but just knows how to get done.
Right,
you know,
right.
He knows how to move that. He does.
Yeah.
He know how to move that thing around.
Right.
Like
But
I want to say
like an inner tube.
That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't got an answer for that one. That one's a tough one. That one can go either way.
Yeah. I haven't seen the Gypsy King, in the moments really. I don't know. I'll go with the Gypsy King though.
Yeah. You going Gypsy? I'm
going Gypsy King. Yeah. As much as I hate to say it,
I don't.
He got too much size on you.
But he won't stop. Like he's like a machine. He's like Drago. Like Ivan Drago, I will break you, and he keeps coming at you. I've never saw nobody hurt him.
Yeah, but the Gypsy King got so much reach on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but
he really reminds me of what's the boys who had the brothers who had the belts before
the
Klitschko. He reminds me of the Klitschko brothers. Like he really does. Usyk does. Like they were very tough. Yeah, and so I was always under the impression that if Fury fights the Klitschkos, bro, the Klitschko, the younger one, the one who retired earlier, he a dust Fury. So I'm like, so I'm like leaning towards him, but it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight.
I
can't pick it.
You can't pick.
I can't pick it. That's close.
You're going wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I'm going Gypsy King. I'm going. Yeah. It's weird because I seen him. I heard about him losing. I didn't see him lose, but I heard about him losing when he gets disinterested. I don't know if he still has the fire to fight, and that's the only question. If he shows up with that fire to fight, he'll win that fight.
That's good.
But if he doesn't care, he's going to lose it easily. He's not even going to put up with a good challenge to him.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my prediction next week because I got to do a little bit more research on the fact. I want to go with I want to see a new champion. I want to be able to mix it up in the heavyweight division because I don't know what Wilder is doing anymore. He lost that last fight to that guy, man.
He done.
And Anthony Joshua like he's trying to make a comeback.
Yeah.
But look at you guys' face like
that heavyweight division is terrible. It's not like it ain't exciting, bro. Like,
I think if guys like Fury should have been in a different weight class. That should have been a super heavy.
Should have been like
super heavyweight.
270 plus. Like
that's like.
But who else was going up to 270, bro? That's too heavy.
I know. Like
how much he weigh? 270.
It's 270, and then what's the name is like Wilder was like 225.
Yeah.
What 50 pounds?
Yeah,
that's a lot of beef.
I
think he went up to 35 when he tried to put on weight,
man.
but.
Yeah, you're right. But there he wouldn't have nobody to fight.
It's like you get like guys like him and Lennox Lewis that came through, and the Klitschko brothers that came through. They just dominate.
Yeah, that's
because
6'5".
200 and up, and they like killing everything. You know
right, like
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. Yeah. You look at a guy like Mike Tyson, he's smaller now, but he used to fight heavyweight.
Yeah.
And he's not,
he used to fight people that was 250, 260.
But he had the power to.
Yeah.
It was like a tank. Like
knock your tongue through
your
top lip.
You know what I'm saying? I will say about Mike, when I went back and watched some, because I went back and watched some Mike's was very compact. Like, even though he was letting them go, his stuff was like compact. So when he was hitting it,
Dwayne.
But when he was hitting you with stuff, like,
and he was quick and accurate.
Do you see him train now?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So did you guys see this though? And don't laugh. Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones is gonna fight.
No.
Again?
Yes.
No.
At this age.
Nah, that's too old.
Oh my God. Well,
Tarver looks so bad right now.
But Roy didn't look good either.
I can't watch it.
I'm not watching that
money,
either.
Man.
Seriously. Right.
Did you
that
watch
fight was too.
Did you watch the Tyson Roy Jones?
I saw that, yeah. Roy Jones,
did they say one of them they neither one of them could knock each other out? Like
no, he said Tyson hits hard, man. He said, oh man, my body's hurt right now.
I feel bad for him, bro. I feel bad for Roy Jones. Like
Tyson was like, man, that was nothing, man.
Yeah, that was a workout.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, and Roy Jones came in with the longest shorts I've ever seen in my life.
He had the hoop, man. I'm like, bro, my guy.
That's the 1998. The 1998.
The three-quarter shorts. I'm like, bro.
He should have some Cortezes on with them things. Boy.
Man, it was almost to his boots. I'm like, bro.
Man, so moving on to our current events, and let's talk about Shannon Sharp's, now his podcast or Club Shay Shay is starting to become the most popular show. He just had, obviously, we can get into the Cat Williams, but he just had Monique on the show. Yeah. And Monique was letting people have it.
Yeah.
And she was just calling a spade a spade.
Yeah, she was.
It made Kevin Hart look bad. Yeah. It made Tyler Perry look bad. It made Oprah look bad. I'm like, what is going on in this industry? Can we give any perspective from you gentlemen on that? Because I have a lot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I have it. Like I seen it.
I'm just talking about the perspective that you would think that, didn't Rodney King, and I'm not even being funny, say that can we all get along? It's like, we're not all getting along based off what I'm hearing. And with these gatekeepers of what they're talking about. And
it's there's layers to it. I ain't gonna say levels, but there's layers to it. Because on one hand, I feel for Kat and Monique, right? You know what I'm saying? As people that playing playing the game and getting kind of like violated by the insider game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Getting violated by the gatekeeping and, and the things that happen when you're not in the in crowd. You know what I'm saying? We're not a part of the club.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Or you don't want to play by their rules.
You don't want to play by their rules. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to call things out. Because a lot of celebrities, you know what I'm saying, do that. They kind of turn, they see things happen. They know people doing shady moves. They doing all kind of weird stuff. And a lot of times, if you call it out, that
you're into your career.
The end of your career. You're on the out.
Or you're on the out unless you got to make it some other way somehow.
Exactly. Right. So, I feel for them on that side. But also at the same time, I heard the commentary where it's like, has it brought any, what has it done for the black community in general or the comedy community or in general? Like, is there any value in calling everybody out? Me as a spectator, entertainment, man. I just want to see the funny.
Yeah.
Let's just make it funny. You know what I'm saying? I feel, Cat Williams he's going to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that man at all. Monique, I know she needs some more, she was complaining that she didn't get enough opportunities. Her money was getting cut because of it. Hopefully she can figure out some ways to turn that spigot back on. But I don't know. I just want to see the funny, man. Yeah. If they could do that, if they did that and made it funny, if they did that on a special, and lit them up.
Exactly.
Oh man,
right.
That's how would you go?
That's I kind of got that same perspective is when you were in the middle of it, how come it wasn't aired then? How come it had to take you, till something blows or till someone like Cat Williams did, and for that to go big, for you to say, okay, well, I'm going to do the same and follow that and get on that same way and everybody air everything out. Why can you air everything out when it was happening? How long ago was this incident with the Kevin Hart, with the whole you supposed to do this role or whatever it was? How long ago was the Oprah issue with that? How long was the Tyler Perry when he got his own set or whatever? How long were those? Those was a long time ago. How can we didn't come out and make mention of it then? Yeah. It took some, and don't get me wrong, like Club Shay Shay has been doing this thing and he has been getting a lot of people on there that's been raising his views or getting views out there. That's what you want when you potting. Absolutely. So he's been bringing on people who's been getting. Oh, he's
hot right now.
He's very hot. He's the hottest thing out. Right, like moving. But when that stuff happens, how come we don't air it then? Why does it take something like this to happen?
I think sometimes you look at it. I don't know to answer your question, but when you're in the moment, you don't always think about it. But when you see that stuff is being taken off the table because you're told because of it, because when she said that when she hit Kevin Hart and was like, he said, this is a mistake, I'll get it fixed. And then she never heard from him again.
That's Hollywood, though. Right. That's Hollywood. That stuff be happening.
Right, I agree. Kevin Hart, with his circle, was like, I'm not working, like, ain't no way we working with her. So Kevin Hart was like, only what I can do is just ignore you or duck it. Like
Right.
I'm one of those.
Right.
I'm not in your in crowd.
Yeah.
Right. And
you know that.
And so
which sucks though, right?
Which really does.
right. And that's the part that, because we always, there's this side, that side, then there's the truth. We never know. But hearing it from one perspective, because I heard Kevin Hart's perspective too on some stuff that Cat Williams was saying, and it made sense with what he was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I just wish with all you comedians, let's just have a big comedy fest.
No, not like
let's do a big roast.
Laugh fest.
They do a roast,
Yeah.
right?
Do a roast.
But they say Kevin Hart don't, or what's the name, don't want that. Like Cat really, there's people in that industry that are like really, really like funny. Like bro, like you're just funny. Like
Cat Williams is funny.
I agree.
He's
like
one
there's
of those
people in the
guys.
industry that are like funny, but then there's people in there that are like you're playing yourself, and which is cool. Like Kevin Hart does play himself, and it is somewhat
But
funny.
he's funny,
but
he's
it's
the
like
number one comedian on earth.
But that's an
is
act.
it right? Is it acting funny? Like,
but he has his stand-ups and he has the moments out of the stand-ups that we could quote. So I can't take nothing from him though.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's right. He sold,
all right.
He sold plenty of places out and made the most money at it. You can't.
but are you doing that at a roast?
No.
Right. That's all I'm saying. So you got roasting comedians, comedians,
but I saw roast.
and then you got
I saw Shaq's roast and with the Kevin Hart and Martha Stewart and Snoop.
But they got writers for that, though.
Justin
Exactly.
Timberlake. No, I understand it, but I'm saying,
acting.
how do we come together and just got to be off the dome to make it work? Just sell out Madison Square Garden. Sell out, go on a tour, and let's sell out.
The funny part about that is that, okay, Harlem Nights, all them comedians in the same movie just made that movie, man, funny and phenomenal. Life. All those comedians in the same movie.
I agree.
And it made it funny, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jacob, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to see that type of stuff, man.
Right.
If you got your own team, your own crew, just put together some dope content. Throw your jokes in. I don't know if you guys ever tripped. Like Cat Williams talked about how he roasted Steve Harvey and made him, and talked about talk about that.
Hairline.
If you ever watch a dance flick. If you watch Dance Flick, Keenan Ivory Wayans reenacts that. and I didn't know what he was talking about. Now I watched the movie and I'm like, now I get it. He talks about the suits and all that. I
gotta go watch that. I remember the Dance Flick movie
too, because Kevin Hart, Cat Williams destroyed him. Yeah, he didn't want to battle.
So it's like, make it funny. That's all I'm saying, man. Put it together. Put out the content.
It seems like Cat Williams didn't seem hurt.
No,
he just was airing it out.
He was putting
Monique
it out.
was more so hurt.
Yeah.
Because I think that she believed, based off what I listened to, she thought those people were her friends or they were in her corner.
Yeah.
And
that's the industry, though.
That's the industry.
Right. But
I think they're in, and I think at their core, at their heart, they want to be for her. They want to be there. But then there's people above them. They're not pulling the strings. The only one who's pulling the strings is Tyler Perry. Because he controls what he wants to control. He's the only one pulling strings.
But then why he ain't paying people though?
That's crazy.
If you pulling the strings, you're not paying people. That's not a good look.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But
you're
still,
making all the money as Madea.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for real.
That's for Oprah too, though. Like you heard Taraji coming out, and she's like,
"Yeah, I did hear that."
And Oprah's like, "I didn't know that was the case." But at the same time, this is your production company. Why are all your actors sharing a RV or whatever they call it? You know what I'm saying?
That's preposterous.
That's ridiculous. I mean, you go to any set you go to, you know,
your own.
Everybody got. Well, if you a star, come on, you got your own changing room, your own RV.
You shouldn't be sharing. With, come on,
Monique came
there's
out
no
and said
excuse.
Monique came out and
when
said
you have that much money, when you're a billionaire,
she came out and said that she got the Cookie Lions role. It was supposed to be her, but Lee Daniels didn't do what he said he was going to do.
Well,
and he said Taraji killed it, but she said she was supposed to be Cookie Lion.
She said she was supposed to be Cookie Lion, but she says somebody told her. I can't quote it because I forgot what she said. Something about somebody told her that she couldn't have a role. Yeah.
Because she's too difficult.
Too difficult to work with.
Right.
Okay.
But she was supposed to be Cookie Lion, so I'm wondering. Thinking about it now, I can't see her as Cookie Lion.
Because Taraji killed it.
Yeah, she killed it.
Yes and no.
She killed it.
I can somewhat see it. Like,
you can?
I can. Like,
you can see her
both of their
being married to Lucius. Cookie was Man,
both of their
Taraji's a
attitudes.
beast.
I know, but both of their attitudes are kind of the same. It's just one. Who would you rather work with?
Yeah,
because I think they both could play that role.
Yeah, I would have to see.
You know, but you know what this is though. I think this is a symptom of Black Hollywood not having access to do their own projects like they want to.
Right.
Because if they're fighting over these roles, these very few roles, and trying to get these opportunities, and that just shows that not only the competition, which I know they all are prepared for going into Hollywood, but the fact that we can't really control our career. Because I mean, you got Monique, who's an Oscar-winning actress.
Yeah.
she's proven herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why is she having a conversation where, that you're difficult to work with? Yeah. Are they saying that to Glenn Close or whoever else? You know what I'm saying?
Glenn Close.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You're not hearing the conversation.
You
know what I'm saying? Even if they are difficult to work with, there's people that's be like, oh, I see the value for you.
They say Meryl Streep difficult to work with, but don't nobody say nothing.
But don't nobody say nothing. They say Bill Murray been doing all kind of stuff behind the scenes. Yeah. And he's still getting roles, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we just don't have the power inside Hollywood to control our futures. But
what my question is, Tyler Perry got his own studios in Atlanta. Why wouldn't he just come together and bring them all? Bring
Tyler Perry, I appreciate everything he done as a black man, but he's doing it at a Temu type level.
I control it.
But he controlling everything, he owns everything, but he's not putting out the highest quality of. He's
not using A-list actors.
He's not using A-list actors.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
well, you gotta pay for.
He got Sisters.
Yeah,
he got the Oval. He got the different shows, all those shows on BET, but there's no A-list actors.
But you ain't gotta pay for him.
But I ain't mad at him for doing. He got his thing. He's doing his thing, but he's not using A-list actors.
Right. Yeah. But you gotta some of the stuff you gotta and you gotta negotiate the price. It's gonna make money. It's you. It's your own studio. I mean, it ain't like you don't got the guap. You know what I'm saying?
But he's doing what's best for him in his studio.
I agree.
If that means lowballing you for the movie, then I'm gonna lowball you.
Yeah. The role that I was saying Monique played was in BMF. Y'all see BMF?
Yeah,
when she was that's like Lucius,
like Cookie's Lion.
Like Cookie's Lion. That's what I said. I could see them both playing that same role.
And much respect for 50.
Yeah, for allowing her and letting her
Now, he's a real one.
Yeah,
right.
Shout out 50 Cent.
Yeah. That's integrity right there.
He's a real one.
That's integrity. You know
what I'm saying?
He's really paying.
He really took the rap game and made, I did that. I was great at that. Me do
invested in this.
Vitamin water here.
And then moving.
But he's playing the Hollywood game, but he's playing the Hollywood game, but he's doing it on his terms.
Yes.
And that's what I respect. You got to respect that. Yeah. You know what I mean? He got Method Man he should be an Emmy winning actor. You know
but he wouldn't get that. But he should.
Yeah.
He really should.
Look at Ghost. Look at Tyreek St. Patrick.
Come on.
That kid came out of nowhere.
And we talking about seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just think about Power itself as a whole.
Man.
That is cold.
I'm talking about like all of them. Like they have 9 different Power, but then they got like
the Power movement.
Yeah.
The Raising
Cane and
the one with Tommy
or
all that stuff.
Focus
crazy,
or whatever it's
dog.
called. Yeah.
That's when you got power, man. You got juice. I mean, Juice in Hollywood, you can write the check and make sure you got quality people in position.
And then 50 will put look what he did with Mary J.
Come on.
Mary J's amazing.
Yes, she is.
In that role too, she fit like a glove. Yeah.
Amazing, bro. Yeah. It's like you look at it and you think like you could. It's almost like really what they did with the Game of Thrones. Like we really learned
locked in
to hate Joffrey.
Yeah.
We hated him.
Yeah.
We was like, when is he gonna die?
Right.
Everybody hated him.
He was always making it.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like
you little fool.
Who is Tyrion? What side is he gonna be on next? Or what is he doing? Or Jon Snow? Is he really? Who is he? You know what I'm saying? Like we were so engulfed for 10 years straight of just. Like we were a part of the movement back in that time.
But that's how you're really locked in when you really get into Power too. That it really keeps you intrigued.
All these storylines.
With all these different, you got 4 different storylines out right now.
Right.
That are like, I'm like, bro, I was still following them. Like,
I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen with Tyreek and these guys now. That him and the boy, they got the people after him now. So what's gonna really happen?
Oh, it's supposed to start next month.
Like Mary J got shot.
Oh yeah.
The son's trying to kill him, and those other people that. This is about to be nuts, man.
It comes out next month.
But I'm still watching Kane. I got to catch up on some of them episodes.
I got 2 episodes I got to catch up on too.
Kane
is cold too.
I got to see 2 of them.
50 Cent has done an excellent job with that, man.
Also, Lena Waithe with The Shy.
I haven't seen it.
The Chi.
I watched some episodes of the show. Chi's good.
The Chi is good too, man. It's one of my favorite shows on there, definitely. Yeah.
I got my wife won't let me tap in and all. She's like, man, you like these gangster shows? I was like, yeah, I like them things. Look,
but the Chi is not that though. That's the crazy part.
It's Chicago, bro. It's the life.
It's just like
I gotta watch it.
No, you do.
I've watched a few episodes. That and then there's another movie about what's the other one that has like the kid was a coke, like he was dealing coke.
I don't know.
It's some other
Snowfall.
Snowfall.
Yeah, that's about drugs.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying.
That's gangster.
That's gangster.
That's like Old Dog, man. There's a whole lot of Old Dogs.
The ending for Snowfall, man, is one of the coldest endings I've seen on TV, man. I give it that.
Yeah,
the ending for the whole series, the ending,
great series.
Man, it's devastating though too.
Yeah, I haven't
seen. You get into that.
So I've seen a few episodes of Chi and a few episodes.
It's entrapment when you get caught up in that. It's like
Snowfall.
Yeah,
I gotta
binge watch. Now you can binge watch it all, man. You just go through it.
How many episodes is Snowfall?
It's seasons, man.
That's what I'm saying. How many seasons? My bad.
Not 5 seasons.
Probably like 5
seasons.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, no, they did a good job. Like I said, I mean, when you can find something in it, you can make it make sense to you. Just like. I don't know Hollywood enough, you know what I'm saying? But I can, when stuff is intriguing and it can catch your eye, how do they know when to keep it going? So I'm gonna give an example, gentlemen. The Fast and Furious, did they do too many?
I don't think so. There's still a market for it.
Right.
Okay. So were they all good?
They were majority. They were none of them were terrible.
Tokyo Drift was terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't good.
No, it was with the.
No,
it wasn't
with the
even
Asians.
Yeah, Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah. It wasn't even with the real actors. I'm like, what?
No, they were real actors because Lil Bow Wow was in.
No, I'm talking about from the Fast and Furious. Really, like
franchise,
that threw me off. I didn't like. I think it's becoming a bit much with cars going through buildings and flying.
That's what the first thing was.
No, it was more so like cars driving fast, like on freeways. Like now they're jumping through buildings and they're in planes and coming out of planes.
And they're like superheroes because they got like superpowers to fight now. That's you got tricks like, bro, when did Vin Diesel like, bro?
Yeah, how do you know when enough is enough? I know there's a market for it, but when do you determine enough is enough? With seasons.
I don't know, man. I think they're gonna let the numbers.
There's a market for it in your movie
because I mean it's a car culture movie too. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate that, seeing the cars and the different the different things. Right. So I appreciate that. But then at the same time, I haven't been following the whole series though. I haven't been. Yeah. I mean. 5, 6 in, I'm like, I'll wait to see.
You know what it is. You know what it's going.
They make Vin Diesel seem like the toughest guy. Like Dom Toretto is the toughest guy.
I mean, they got The Rock in there acting like he, breaking through
walls
like
superheroes. Like
he's a wrestler. That's his Nate. He was that's The Rock. You know what I'm saying? The people's champion, the people's eyebrow. That's in wrestling, sports entertainment. So it's not far off from what his image was. Like I liked him in. They took that show off the air when he was the agent. With Denzel Washington's son. His name was Spence.
The Game.
The Game.
Is it The Game?
No, not The Game.
It's not The Game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like on HBO.
It's like The Game. It's like one of those like games or the power.
What was that called?
I don't know.
Look that up, Saya.
It's like a little one word. It's like game. It's like a little small name. Like it's like
but that show it was good. It was telling you the insides of sports.
Yeah,
like where you can actually see
they were agents
what the agents doing and
that was a really good show.
How people's families involved and the one
branding and all that stuff.
Like the show.
No, it wasn't the show. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But like shows like that, like I said, I mean, it was giving you the inside scoop and how people's families are. With agents and like his boy that was been with him, Reggie had been with him, and he's trying to call the shots, and I'm just like, man, this is crazy.
Why am I forgetting? And the part that got me about that show was the guy that was like Jerry Jones. He was like a guy that was running the league, but he's an owner. He's not the
poker.
Yeah,
nah, it's a small. It's like one syllable name. It's like The Game, the poker, the shop,
yeah. It was good though.
Man. But yeah, man, that's definitely.
Yeah, because he always wore them suits.
It's kind of
It's killing
his name was Spencer, right?
Yeah,
it's messing with me.
I gotta find it. What was it called?
Like The Game, like the.
I can't remember. But moving forward, man, we gonna come back to that. Donald Trump. Will he be a candidate for president?
President, what is that? We have 55?
I think
56.
Will he be a candidate for president? He'll be on the ballot.
He'll be on the ballot?
Will he win? The powers that be's not going to let him win.
The powers that be's not going to let him win? Okay.
I don't think so. I think he
will make the ballot, though.
I think he'll be on the ballot because they want somebody to kind of make it easy for Biden to kind of roll in there. You know
on the ballot, like the president. Republicans parties.
Candidate. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that
he makes the. Oh, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Oh, I was just gonna say the reason why is because of the reason why he lost last time. The powers that be hear him talking about that NATO stuff and how he's pushing these countries to pay their fair share, which is reasonable. That's a reasonable request. Let them pay, but you can't say I'm a instruct Russia to go at you.
I'm gonna create a war if you don't pay your money.
Yeah. You
I'm
can't
gonna
say
home
that.
and get you if you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's too many people. There's too much money. There's too much interest on the side of keeping NATO and keeping the countries that are in NATO in the Western civilization, quote unquote, keeping that rolling. There's too much. There's too much money and interest. You got stock markets here and there. You know what I'm saying? You got China that's teetering because their economy is kind of doing pretty bad. They're kind of going through the same thing we went through in 2008. So there's a lot of uncertainty all around the world, and he wants to come in and tell our partners, our allies, pay up or get out.
Yeah, that's some bully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, we run it. Who run this?
I think the powers that be don't like that. You know, they'll let him be on the ballot, but they'll use him and say, "Oh, he didn't win."
So Biden for another term is your prediction?
Yeah,
another 4 years.
Another 4 years, and
Is he healthy enough?
He might be a clone like that movie Dave.
See, man, I'm not.
You see that? You remember that movie?
Yes. What's your perspective? What's your perspective?
My perspective.
You got a couple of Bidens walking around now.
My perspective, if he gets on that ballot, he's in. I really think if the Republicans vote him as their candidate, he's getting in. He's going to get another term. That's just my opinion.
Why?
He's been everywhere. Like I don't. It's crazy to say it. Like when it first happened, I'm like, ain't no way this guy's getting in. Like he never was a politician, any of that. How's he running? How's he getting in? And it was just money, just like he was just buying stuff and getting in. And I'm thinking like, bruh, if we let this dude in again,
but see,
he has that much influence for someone. How much influence you got to have on somebody for somebody to storm a Capitol? When we know no one's ever going to do that. Just by your words, you had that much of power for somebody to do that. He had people like in Oregon, like the whatever, I don't even know what the gang they call with I can't call them rednecks.
So are you talking
whatever they are,
just talking
their
about
whole.
I don't mean to cut you off, but are you talking about in the United States or just
period? You talking about when they ran into Capitol?
No. But what I'm saying, there's plenty of leaders that have that influence.
No, not how he has it.
That's not true.
He has like a whole
Saddam Hussein had that influence.
Yeah, but that's in the world. They ain't voting for.
That's what I'm asking. Are we talking about America?
We're talking about in America.
Okay,
yeah. His influence for that many people, if he's on that ballot, they're putting him in.
No, see, I look at it like, because that was after he lost. That was after the moneyed interest wasn't behind him anymore. That's because the reason why he got in is because, of course, he's running on a Republican platform. Republican platform is business and money. Mm-hmm. That's basically, that's what they're about. And he was coming in talking about getting, taxes,
right,
lowering taxes for them, blah, 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 blah. The money got behind him like, oh, he's our guy. Mm-hmm. Because one thing that we got to realize is that all these things happen in a wave, and a wave kind of delays. So when you see a president like Biden, who's been in for 4 years, but it's been a bad economy, he's really riding the economy that was
previously
from before him.
Agree.
So you won't see the fruits of his labor until after the next 4 years.
I agree.
So you know what I'm saying? So when you seen Trump come in, he seen all that money that was being made because Obama had finally got the things back on the right track.
Right.
Things were starting to change as far as the economy. You know what I'm saying? As 2008 happened. Remember, he came in 2008 was terrible. Mm-hmm. And he had to go through all that. Then he had to come through his second term, and he got things moving. Tidal wave is moving in a positive direction. Mm-hmm. Trump comes in. Now that we know the money's out there, I'm going to lower the taxes for all the people that's got businesses, all you people that are, that aren't working. The working class is going to pretty much be the same. We're going to change the tax law so you don't get as many house write-offs as you used to get. You know what I'm saying? Unless you doing Airbnbs, or you're doing or if you're doing other things that are making you a landlord, then you'll get those extra tax benefits for the average worker. But meanwhile, businesses and everybody is going to get these tax cuts because they have businesses. Everybody got behind that. The money got behind him. Boom. He was able to ride that wave into the White House. Now we see, but then what happens is he gets in there, he starts getting shady on the world stage for politics.
The world stage.
Talking about NATO and breaking NATO up and people need to pay. Well, that now you're not just dealing with America's money.
You're dealing with everybody.
You're dealing with everybody's money.
Gotcha.
And that's where I think the pushback is going to come from, where they're not going to allow.
So why would they allow him? Let me just ask you this. I know you don't know, but since you're really good with the political side of things, why would they let him on the ballot to represent the Republicans if there's a better candidate? Or is it just expound on that if you don't mind? Is there nobody else in the Republican Party that's worthy?
There's nobody else in the Republican Party that's as popular.
Exactly. And that's why he gets in.
Yeah.
Like, what candidate? We have never had a candidate. You've never been in any politician, never had any speech for you to win. The only way you can win that is if you win because you're popular. And that's why I think if he gets on that ballot,
you think he's
not going to win because he's well-spoken, because he's this. He's going to win just because he's popular.
So
but his message is revenge. His message isn't making money no more.
I agree too.
His message is I'm coming back to get, to come get what I lost.
What I should have been in double. I should have served 2 terms.
What it makes it look like is
I can get behind that.
Yeah, all the stuff that they're saying that he's done or being put in court by, it looks crazy for him to become the president again if he was dealing with that though, right?
That stuff.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying that ain't a good look for somebody that's running the country that saying espionage and all the different things that it was accused of, But
and all that makes a person that's in the middle say, I'm not gonna vote for this guy.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I think he's not gonna win. They'll put him on the ballot, but he's a fall guy. Because I don't think Biden up against a stronger opponent,
he would win, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
it's just like kind of like when Trump got in, the person that was on the Democrat, what was his name?
That was Hillary Clinton.
No, okay, so who was it? The guy that Barack beat that couldn't raise his arms?
McCain.
McCain. Yeah, okay.
But he had been trying for years.
Right.
Yeah. He had been running, just like Biden been running for years. Yeah. He had been running for years. He did his time in the Senate and tried to run. So he finally, okay, we'll give you your shot because there's this hot upstart that we don't know if we can beat, but we'll give you your shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So and then I might have to go look at the numbers, but I think a lot of people. I think he got in the first time. Because a lot of people didn't vote. A lot of people was like, I don't know which one I'm gonna vote for. I don't want a woman in, but then I don't want this guy in. So your vote really didn't count. It only counted for who won. And so I think I gotta go look at votes because I think the second time around with Biden and him, there was a lot of people voting to push Biden in. I think this next time around,
I think of seeing Trump as president.
I think it's gonna be in the same ballot. It's like I don't want to vote no more. But if Donald get enough votes, I don't want to vote for Biden. But see, just like I didn't want to vote for Hillary.
But that's okay. That's the key, right? That is the key. So they know that there's apathy out there.
Right.
You're right. But he has these challenges in certain states where he's not going to be on the ballot.
I agree.
So the only way that it really would work is if the Electoral College votes him in.
If he wins enough states.
Because I think the backroom conversations are, here's a guy that tried to take over.
Yeah.
We got the feeling that he's not going to want to leave if he does get in there again.
He would have to. He'd be his last term. I think he was only doing that because he wanted to serve again.
That's what he exposed to everybody. That's the fear, is that these are rules.
Yeah.
These are laws, but these are rules. And he's showing people that I could change this.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I hear.
So everything that you thought was concrete is sand.
Right.
It's like you say.
No, I hit right. On his behalf. That's what he thinks.
So he's exposing that.
Right.
And he's willing to change it.
And he's willing to change it. So that shows that the institutions aren't what we thought they were.
Absolutely.
But he doesn't serve again for him to push that.
But that's the thing.
He don't get a third term.
Unless he changes it, because there was a president that had a third term.
I don't know how long ago that was.
Two terms was what? Franklin D. Roosevelt.
I can't remember.
He had 3 terms. That's why they put 2 terms after him.
Yeah,
because he changed the narrative on it.
Because he was doing his thing.
Gotcha.
But he went through the depression and all that stuff, and I think there was a war that popped off, and I'm not exactly sure on that, but he had 3 terms. He had 3 terms.
I didn't know that.
So
no, I didn't. I knew there was. I knew there was another president who did have. I didn't know which one it was, but I did know there was another president. The reason why they
look
have
at what
it,
he did, man. He stacked the deck with the Supreme Court. Stacked the deck.
Yeah.
Like the Supreme Court's not going to be leaning in the other to the left
in another way,
for a
Democrat
long
way,
time.
because of I'm getting all these Republicans in there.
Exactly.
Right.
He stacked the deck that way.
I agree to that too.
He was he was doing too much, and he was showing that he can get away with doing too much.
He was trying to take over everything, House,
and
Senate,
if you believe
everything.
if you believe in the institution,
judging.
it's like basically if you're trying to change the whole world, which you know what I'm saying, he was showing that he could do it. And if that's the case, you thinking he's going to leave? People are saying that if he did get elected again, he's going to change it so he don't have to leave.
But how much influence?
He could be like Putin. He's a president, but he keeps getting elected over.
How much influence you gotta have on the world for you to continue to do that? For people to get behind you.
You don't have. You got to look at world history,
right?
Like
but this is what I'm saying. For me to have that much trust, for the world to have, or for the nation to have that much influence in you, or to put you in. Come on, man.
What you mean? I'm kind of
for us to let them get in the first time without having anything.
But that was money.
Man, I'm telling you, like, I don't know.
He was
popular. If he gets on that ballot, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in there.
Another thing that I noticed when he got in the first time, he was popular. He had a lot of people behind him, but he got elected so fast. You don't remember how long we waited till Obama got certified? It was like the middle of the night before they announced that he won. He came out late.
Yeah.
Any president before that,
it was
Bush,
like after midnight.
All them people came out late when they got reelected or elected, except for Bush. He kind of stole that with the Supreme Court. But they always come out late. Them elections don't be happening that fast. Trump was called. It was still the middle of the day in California on the West Coast.
And they were saying he was already in.
He was already won.
Yeah.
So that shows.
But he had already won so many states already. He won
exactly
a few of the states on the
how
East
the
Coast.
States fall so fast, though.
Right.
So that goes back to the other part of that.
Turned 3 states in.
That goes back to the other part of that.
On the West Coast. That's why they had known he was already going in.
And they know that
said the votes were rigged. That was the big controversy about that. Like, how did it happen? He's right as far as that part goes. How did it happen so fast?
So there was not. So he had a popular people behind him, but he didn't. And they framed it like it was close, but there was also a lot of weird activity with that election. A lot of weird activity with that election.
In Obama's first time or second time?
No, in Trump's first election.
Yeah.
And there's actually a movie on HBO about this girl that kind of put some stuff out there. She was working on for the government and put some information out there that they didn't want out that talked about exactly what happened with that election. That stuff went out and the lid got put on that. But the movie is out showing her story and it's showing all the redacted files that shows that she actually put information out there about what happened in that election.
Is she still alive?
She's still alive, but she did time. I don't know if she's still locked up though. I gotta watch. It says in the end exactly what happened to her. But
why does she have to do time? Because
she was working for the government and released
government official documents.
About the election that they didn't want out because the worst thing you don't want people to know that
something that big could be rigged.
Exactly.
That you can have control of.
Yeah, and that was rigged by foreign governments. Helped push him over the line.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we get on that ballot, that's crazy that you made.
It's a lot there.
I think if we get on there, I think he's in.
I
hope we don't get on. I hope we don't even get on the ballot.
Yeah.
So you think Biden does another 4 years?
I think Biden does another 1 or 2 years and walks away and hands it over to somebody.
That's why. That's crazy. You guys make mention that. I don't think that happens. Okay. There's no way.
No way what?
That they're gonna let him do one. I think people's not gonna vote because they don't think he has 4 years left. So I think if he gets on that ballot and goes against him, people's not gonna vote for Biden. And people's gonna if I don't vote for Biden, and I don't vote at all, it's gonna push Trump's votes up. And that's all I'm saying. That's the same thing happened in the first time. I didn't want to vote for Hillary. So I didn't want to vote for Hillary. So you're really voting for Biden or for Trump because you're not voting at all.
I gotta say, I'll say one thing to that, but I'll say 2 things. First thing is I agree with you that the apathy is out there, that people ain't gonna care, and that is a big problem.
Right.
That they might not be able to get the votes out to do that.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And the second thing is about to go back about Hillary. You know, not to not to say, I'm not trying to what I'm trying to say is Hillary was probably the most prepared president that we could have ever had.
For real, I thought for sure
I'm not trying to be like a fall guy for the Democrats or nothing, but she was actually the most ready person to be president.
I believe so.
that we would have ever had.
He's not lying.
And
I really do believe that.
They basically took that to put Trump in, and that just screwed up everything.
I promise y'all, that's crazy. Did you make mention that?
Obama, can she get on the ballot?
She ain't gonna run.
Yeah, she won't run.
She watched her husband deal with all the political animals. Them political animals ate him up.
Yeah,
ate him up. They made him. You remember his second term? They made it seem like he wasn't
turning. Right.
Yeah, his hair started turning.
He came in off dark, and now he has.
His second term was to win. That was a struggle.
Might have killed him.
The celebration wasn't even as big as the first one.
For real.
He really went through a lot to get that second term, and
I don't think she want to go.
They abandoned him especially after the healthcare fight or during the healthcare fight. The Democrats abandoned him too, so he didn't really have the support he did. He had to do a lot of things through Biden to get things done in that second term.
He's right.
But now now they look at him like, oh, he was this, he was that. But when he was in there and he could have got a lot more done, they turned their back on him.
He's not lying, and I 100% believe that. And I do believe how you say Hillary was the most ready candidate for that. I thought she had seen what Clinton did whenever he wasn't, and I thought she had all the ins and outs where she could have moved where she wanted to move.
Ambassador,
but we didn't want to see a woman in there.
Yep, she was ready.
I thought 100%. He's not
lying. Is it too late for her?
I don't think it's too late for her, but she ain't gonna run against Biden. She ain't gonna run against another Democrat.
Right.
So it's
That's good though. Like I said, that perspective. Like I said, I mean, we shall soon find out, right?
Oh yeah, we only got what is it? September?
Yeah.
It's weird because you don't even hear that much talk about it.
You don't.
It's not even a big deal.
You don't.
Yeah.
Next topic.
That's crazy.
On this
and we got, 6 months?
I need to hear a real perspective on the zoo. Is it right that we take our children to the zoo with those animals being caged and put in a box to where they're not in their natural habitats? This is interesting because I wanted to bring it up and get you guys' perspective because we all have children that are young, and I think we're all guilty of going to the zoo. But when I think about it based off this thing I was reading, I was like, man, them animals are really inside a cage and we're looking at them like they're a show. And that, I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's right. So I wanted to get you guys' perspective. It's like, are zoos cool?
I feel a way about a zoo.
Yeah, okay, see that? Okay, so I want to make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah. Like, I like when them animals get loose and then they go crazy, it's because they've been in that cage and people's just staring at them and they got to get up and say how high and, do all the different things. I want to know you guys' perspective on that zoo thing.
Man.
Yeah, that's crazy because I think I'm on both sides. I'm gonna play like I like the zoo because like you say you do get to see animals that you will not see unless you go to like a safari or something like that. And I think they're in their same nature.
Right,
you're driving through there.
They're free.
Right. And so I think that those is. But I think when you put a lid on an individual, I think you kind of tame it.
Yeah.
But it's only like how long can you tame something like a gorilla or a lion, right? But if it's kept with the lid covered, they did a study. I think it was like was it ants or it was flies. It was flies or they did a study. They put them in a jar and then they were flying in a little direction like they couldn't get out. And then they uncovered the jar, took the jar away from them, and the flies were still flying in that same pattern, in that same thing. Because
they never tried to get out.
Because that mind frame that it had took over, it had already. One of the guys came into the barbershop and was just talking about they had gorillas or monkeys that they were climbing on a ladder. They put a ladder down, like 20 monkeys in a thing. Put a ladder down, and the monkeys, every time they would go up to grab the bananas, they were spraying the hose on them. And they were, and the monkeys was like, all right, I'm gonna run up there because I see bananas. And then, so they put 20 more monkeys in that same thing, and none of the monkeys will move, even go up to the ladder, because the monkeys had told the other monkeys, the new monkeys,
don't go
up there because we know they're sprayed. We know you. So
when the Apes is real,
right? So when you spray, how their mind. I think animals' minds are the same mind like ours. Like,
well, no, they're intelligent.
They're intelligent just like we
you
are.
Think about they have to hunt to survive for their food in the wild.
Right.
They have to band together in order to hunt
I agree.
to survive.
But they're in their environment.
Right.
So I think if you tame an animal for so long, there's gonna be an anomaly that one of them gonna be like, look, I don't give a rat's about. But I think that's when they boot them and be like, bro, you're too dangerous to be here. You know, or a whale that's pulling people under. They're like, you're too dangerous. We'll send you back to the wild. I think they only, break half or break the ones that they.
That's good.
I'm
right
like,
there.
bro,
what's your perspective on that?
Now
man?
that's social conditioning, and that's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but I went to SeaWorld last year, and the thing they said is that the dorsal fins on the great, what they call the black and white whales,
the great white, or the orcas.
The orcas.
Yeah.
The dorsal fins on the orcas are slumped over in the ones in captivity, but in the ones in the free, their dorsal fins is straight up and strong. Yeah. So if you ever see a dorsal fin that's bent over, that's a whale that's in captivity.
Man.
So that kind of shows that a lot of them animals, their spirits are broken. They're in there. Right. They in these cages or in these fake environments, and they just know that it's not really popping. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. And at some point they just kind of just live there and just kind of give up. You know what I mean? They're just there.
That's almost like prison.
It's like a jail. Yeah.
I agree. See, that's what. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping because my perspective is like, we pay $30 to go watch this animal, to go stare at it for literally 30 seconds to a minute to see what it's gonna do.
Yeah, I tap on the glass and everything.
Right. Then we go to the organs. Right.
But I'm just saying, you see that, and like you go there literally for 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds, and you look at them, and a lot of them aren't even there.
Yeah,
or
you don't
somewhere
see
hiding.
them. Yeah,
it's just
they don't even want to be bothered.
Yeah, or you got to get the new one when the new fresh one's gonna be like, all right, I'll run up to the glass. But then once he's there for so long,
right? But that's why I don't even I don't go no more because I'm cool.
But what about the open zoos? Like they got a couple of them open ones out here. You know what I'm saying?
Like Northwest Trek?
Like Northwest Trek. Like
see, that's scary.
But you're still. I agree.
I don't agree with that.
Because you're not in your environment, but you're somewhat still in a bigger environment
when we went.
Yeah.
Remember how uncomfortable I was? I'm like, bro,
these wild animals.
These buffaloes are huge, just laying around. If one of them things. Like, I'm tired of seeing this cart come through here and just ram the cart. Man. We're all done.
And they know it too.
Right.
Yeah.
And so them things
but
are
I think they're trained. They broke them.
They just broke it.
If you had a buffalo that was really a wild buffalo and then put that next to another, I'm pretty sure you would find something different about it.
But I see, like, if you go to, I saw the ones at the one, not Northwest Track, it's the other one, that you can feed them Oreos, and the person didn't have enough Oreos. And it came and rammed the kid's whole this up into the top of the car because it didn't have no. So I think the wildlife belongs with the wildlife.
I believe it. Yeah,
and I if I want to go on a safari, which I don't want to,
I kind of do.
I don't.
I gotta do bars everywhere.
I don't want a lioness.
I kind of do
coming up to me.
Oh yeah.
I think I might pay $10,000.
I'm cool. I don't want no parts of that.
And the wild is kill or be killed, man.
Yeah, and that's why I'd rather I don't want to go camping. I think their atmosphere is their atmosphere. I just don't want to be involved.
What if you was in like one of those bubbles like Jurassic Park?
No.
How you were like, there's nothing breaking this.
No.
The only way it's breaking this is you looks like a ton of like pressure on this glass. Like, I want to go. I want to see.
I don't want to know how much air you might have in there with suffocation, or if it gets off track, or just be my luck that the power would go out on the day I was there, and now something crazy's happening.
Or the door just swing open.
Right. No. It's like, I didn't see not Fast and Furious. What's the one? Dang, what is it called? Final Destination.
Oh yeah.
I done seen too many of those. Look, I'm like, bro, the door opened up on me.
Right. Well, that's why I'm looking at it like it would just be so happen that we're rolling through the Lions, the Pride, and that door opens, and the male is 1,000 pounds staring you directly in the face. What do you do?
No, look, you gone.
You see
You're
what
in
I'm
their
saying?
environment, they ain't yours.
I'd rather not put myself in those situations.
I kind of want to do it.
the zoo, I was big on the zoo in the beginning. Now I thought about it, it's like, man, this ain't right.
But kids like it, though.
Yeah.
I know, but because they don't understand because they think it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, when you go to the circus and you see, I don't do that no more. Just them lions and tigers, they be putting them whips and stuff at them, and I'm not okay with that, man. God made animals for them to be able to reproduce and help the earth.
I actually went to a zoo.
You know what I'm saying? I got a different perspective on it now.
I actually went to a zoo when we was in Australia, and it was like a big outdoor one, but it was. I think they were still had gates and
kangaroos
stuff,
would go head up.
Oh no! It was they was. You had to put your hand above him so he could pull your hand down, because if you put it under it, he couldn't feel it or anything. He'll bite your own hand off. Like it was like crazy.
The kangaroo would bite your hand off.
Bite your, if you was underneath. The kangaroo had to take his two little things and pull your hand down. So they like, if you had to put your hand above it for them to pull the hand down for you to eat their food. Because if it was below it, they eat your hand off.
What about that guy that fought that kangaroo?
He stole him.
Man, look.
He tried to kill a kid up his dog. He stole on him, man.
And then they had
the
like
kangaroo's like he was
ready. He was ready to steal by. Right. And then he kicked him with the on the tail. He's like, blah. Them things are buff too. They're
really
like hard.
They got 6 packs and everything, man.
They had these birds that they had these milk, and you just put the milk in these little bowls, and I guess you put 2 or 3 bowls on your little wrist and everything, and you would just see like a swarm of birds would just come and just take pictures. Like you could take a picture with it. Because I guess wherever the milk was, but it was cool though.
That's in Australia?
Cool. In Australia.
You been there?
Yeah, I went when I was 19.
Abroad.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, I went for a little bit. I was there. Yeah, I was like 20 days there. But yeah, it was crazy.
I'm cool going down
super crazy. Yeah. How big do you think a Tasmanian devil is?
Like this big?
How big you think?
I thought it was like this.
Like that tall?
Yeah.
Them commercials be playing with y'all, man. That Tasmanian devil's like a bully.
Like this big?
Like it's like them little small bullies.
Oh, the micro bullies?
Right. It's like
what
really,
if I had one though? That'd be crazy.
Really small.
That thing will tear your whole ankle.
I don't know.
Tear your whole ankle.
Don't even
be
be
spinning.
No, it don't. That's what I'm saying. It don't.
I know it's a joke. I know what I'm saying.
They're small. I'm like,
I don't want nothing that says Tasmanian devil. I don't want nothing like that.
I don't know why they call it that, but it's small, really small. It's like a little small bully.
Like you see the armadillos on, like them things they curl up in a ball. You see. What about koalas? They're dangerous too.
I took a picture with a koala.
Them nails is.
I took a picture with like holding
a baby one.
Holding a baby koala.
Yeah,
they big though. It wasn't a baby, but it was big.
For real?
Yeah, but it was a baby, but it was big.
And he was cool.
And he was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool.
That thing
climbed on my neck and everything.
That thing grab a hold to you and won't let go, man.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. Yep. No, it was crazy.
So you got relationships with animals?
I mean, I don't mind. No. I don't want no. No. I don't got no dog, no cat, no fish at my house. Look, but I wouldn't mind being in their environment.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, man. I'd rather just like I said, Archaea's, he's actually witnessed in a tent a bear passing.
Yeah.
And he heard it. Dog, I would lose my infernal mind.
Yeah. Seriously. I couldn't do that.
You know what I'm saying? And if there's a fire going and you see the shadow of the bear passing,
it's a scary thing, man. You hear it breathing and all that, man. You could really feel it. No, you got that little vinyl between you and the bear.
And then if he rips it, you get caught in the vinyl where you might not be able to get directly.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Right?
You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
See that?
All you do is just be quiet. Like, look, hopefully you go by.
Yeah, he can have whatever's out there. That's on him.
That kind of stuff sounds crazy to me. Like that, and wolves come in packs.
Yeah.
They don't come by themselves. They're one that may approach you,
right?
But the other 3 is coming from all angles,
yeah.
right?
He calls for the homies.
I'm gonna put you guys on the spot here and now. In 3 days, is it 2 days or 3 days? We have that 2 days. They got that special holiday, so they'll see this later.
Yeah.
But what do you have planned for the lady love in your life,
man?
Go ahead, man. You got it.
So for me, I when we got married, I proposed on Valentine's Day. So when we got married, 28 days later, like that wedding was planned in 28 days. So I don't know what was there. Like it was 28 days, and then he wasn't playing around. Hey, no, look, I proposed and said on Valentine's Day, this is what it's gonna be, and then 28 days later, we was married. So our anniversary and our Valentine's Day are so close to each other. Every year we alternated. So she would do Valentine's Day and I do anniversary, or She'll do anniversary, and then I'll do Valentine's Day. So this year,
it's her.
This year is her for Valentine's Day.
So you're doing nothing.
She's still getting something, but I'm not planning anything.
So what is she getting?
Oh, she have to see that.
Well, nobody's gonna see this until it airs.
I got some jewelry.
Okay.
I got some. You
might give somebody some ideas.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Well,
they ain't gonna see this time.
No, I'm talking about us. What are they supposed to see?
About us.
This gonna be the Express.
Right. We're going to see Amazon overnight.
Dropping on the Valentine's Day special.
Nah, yeah. I'm doing jewelry. We got a few nice eateries we gonna stop at. And we're actually doing the Johnny Gill concert. We're doing the
Johnny Gill.
Yeah. We're doing EQC's Johnny Gill. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you still do something?
It don't matter if you can do it. You just still right. Look, I don't need him to sing the song. I can just dance with the missus and get something later on that night.
You're married. You can say it. Only Pac can judge you.
Right. Look, he can do the singing. Look, and I can do the look. Look at me. Look at me.
Look there. She's watching. She's watching.
Right. Oh man. Yeah. No, she's gonna get jury and then we're gonna got a few places we're gonna hit.
What you got, Art to the Kizzle?
I got a few things in mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get one of her special desserts that she always likes, you know what I'm saying? I'm planning on doing that, but I'm going to cook dinner this time. Yeah, so I'm going to put on the apron, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Like Jody's stepdad, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, just the apron.
Man, Jasir must be locked in the closet.
Look, you going with Granny today.
Jasir going to be locked in the closet, man.
No, I'm playing, though, but I'm going to get in there and, cook some, you know what I'm saying? And make a dinner for her this year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's crazy. That's crazy you make mention that. Thinking about this, because this is what I was going to do during COVID. I was going to have a chef come in and we do it together. Yeah. With the chef telling us, oh, yeah, chop these up, chop these.
That's how you do it. Yeah, that's a good idea, too.
Nah, seriously, like, solid. That's what I was going to do. I'm doing that. I do that for the wedding, for the
anniversary.
For the bro. I'm not doing that for the. This is gonna be played. I ain't doing that.
Nah, man. I just got. She ain't gonna know what hits her. It's gonna be like a little trail. It's gonna be some stuff that's gonna be delivered to her job. Yeah. There's gonna be some stuff that's waiting for her in the car when she goes to work. Come on. Then there's gonna be something that's gonna be waiting at the house when she gets there. Yeah. So I'm gonna just do it in 3 pieces. Yeah. That's dope. I actually got something that I wrote out myself. Come on. It's gonna be like a scroll of my vows and commitment to do for you, not only Valentine's Day but forever. And she had something that she made for me when we first started dating, and I still have it. And I'm gonna provide a replica of that. Yeah, and like, man, this is almost 20 years later, and through the good times and bad times, we're still standing.
That's good. That's real stuff.
And she likes pasta, so I'm gonna get her some type of pasta from somewhere that she wants. Whatever she wants is what it will be.
Come on,
So yeah, we're gonna put it together like
that's
that.
That's solid, real solid.
Like I said, when the thing in the car is gonna mess her up because she loves Starbucks now. You know what I'm saying? So give her a little Starbucks, and at the job, it'll be a big eatable arrangement, you know what I'm saying? Strawberry edible arrangement, you know what I'm saying? That thing. Then at the house, it's gonna be a purse that she really, really will love because it's expensive. And and then dinner, and it's good. Man. I'm gonna do something for my daughter because she's my Valentine.
Come on, man, that's what's up. No, for real. That's the only reason why I want a girl.
Put that in perspective, man. So I mean, it just shows you not just that day, but it's special for the women. Yeah,
I used to do that for Kaya too, man.
Yeah,
show how you should be.
I'm gonna get her the little heart candies. I'm gonna get her little heart candies, and get her 1 rose and just tell her that you're my bear.
Come on,
it'll mess her up.
Come on,
good, you know
come
what I'm
on,
saying? So
come on. That's real clean.
Kind of excited.
That's real
about
clean. It. Nah, solid. That's real solid. That's the only reason why I wanted me a girl, only to do that. I always wanted that daughter-father date kind of thing. Just so here, let me show you how. But then I'm like, nah.
Man, daughters are different, man. It's a different relationship.
Yeah, it really is. Because me and Eris do a date weekly. She drinks bobo
That's
tea.
What's up. Come on.
And we go to the bobo place. We sit down. We order. If the nail place is open, I'll let her go get her nails done. While we're you let her get her nails done, and That'll be our little date. Then she wants to go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal with a plane. And
I'm gonna send you a cash app for it, and then tell her
from Uncle Wayne.
Tell her Uncle Wayne got that.
No,
Tell her. Yeah.
No, that's dope, man. Like I said, you can take her on a date.
No. Yo, I can. Look, you right. I can.
I'm not saying a Valentine.
Nah.
It's an option.
You right. I can.
Nah. But no, man, that's kind of how I wanted to do it tonight. I know we normally do the rapid fire, but I really wanted to tell me what your Valentine's means to you.
Valentine's?
No, your Valentine.
What you mean?
Jamonica.
Oh, my Valentine.
Your Valentine directly.
I mean, what she mean to me, man, that's like they say, that's my rib, that's my everything. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby. You know what I'm saying? She know what it is. I ain't got to say it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We've been rocking for years. You know what I'm saying? And
how many?
Man, I mean, it's 2024. It's 24 years. You know what I'm saying?
24.
Yeah.
24? Yeah. Oh, man. No. For real. Salute.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Salute.
I am 2006.
Man, 18?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
And then I'm 8. I'm 8. No, for real. No, that's... Hey, nah.
Say it since you're here. What is yours?
30.
Just say...
30
Wow.
Man. Come on, man. Like, no,
that's
for real.
How old are you guys when you guys met? 20, huh?
Yeah.
Jamonica the same.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out Petey.
Petey, you better watch it.
I see ya.
You better get
you better be doing it. You better be
we got Oscar next week. What did he get her? Don't be half-stepping. I know that Metro got that good money.
Right. Man, that's what's up.
Nah, man, but fellas, like I said, man, I appreciate you guys.
Come on, man.
Like I said, we're going into this new year. We're hitting it hard, man. We want to be bigger and better. Saying we appreciate you on the back scenes. We appreciate Lake Berrien Church for providing the platform for us to do it. But most importantly, you two gentlemen, man, you guys are A1, man. And I really appreciate the love and the respect. And you, the people, again, subscribe, share, and comment.
Yes, sir.
We're only as good as our followers.
Right.
Now, I believe in my whole heart, and I'll let them speak too, that the content we provide comes from our heart.
Yeah.
Everything may not be right to your perspective, but again, only God can judge us. So at the end of the day, we want you to continue to tune in. We want you to continue to follow, continue to like, continue to subscribe, and continue to share. That's what I'll leave until next week. Gentlemen, you guys got anything for the people?
For me, this whole, I started my health kick. I told y'all last time I was going to give me a lift in. So I really have been really been intentional about health. And that does not even like working out. That's like healthy with the way you eat and the way you conducting yourself, the conversations that you're having, getting checkups. Like we as black men tend to not avoid checkups only when we're like get a cut or when we need to go to the ER. Even when we get cuts, we're like, nah, just throw a Band-Aid, just slap some glue over that thing and let it heal. Nah, there's sometimes that you really got to get checked up on things. And I think we as black individuals or as black men, get checked up. Get checked up. Go get seen. See what your blood pressure is. See if you high cholesterol and And so just for me, I really started paying attention and really locking in that because I want to be here to see my kids see this age, or at least to see young adults or even adults. And I want to stay here long. And the only way I can do that is if this body itself is healthy. And so I've really been intentional about even y'all know I don't eat salads. I've been eating salads now. I staying away from dark meats. So I've been doing white meats. I've been doing chicken. I really been trying, like being really intentional. Because I do want to be here long enough.
That's dope, bro.
So
salads are good though.
I ate mushrooms and olives.
I ate a salad for lunch today. It was bomb too.
Me too.
What you got anything for the people or to the kizzle?
Tap into the Spotify, your Logic 100. You know what I'm saying? Tap into the YouTube, Logic 100%, and tap into the Natural Queendom. You know what I'm saying? New products is coming on Instagram, the Natural Queendom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was about to say big shout out. And I was about to say if did she have some product launch yet or no launch date yet? I was about to get the missus some little candles or something. Look, I might go look. We do me a little Valentine. We
kind of hit a bit of a delay with the candles. You know what I'm saying? Really, in the preparation, she had the gift boxes. She got candles already laid out, but the gift boxes that she was planning on doing, we kind of hit a delay. So we're still working on that. So Mother's Day will be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Let us know.
So for Mother's Day, we'll have some new product. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, and also pumping party rentals and events. You know what I'm saying? She getting it in. So
yeah, the season's starting to come around. You know, starting to get a little bit more sun. Yeah.
Huge shout out too to my mother-in-law Tracy Harris. You just celebrated a birthday. Oh, yeah. We'd like to say happy birthday to my mother-in-law Tracy Harris. Happy birthday to you.
And congratulations on the win. She's a
Kansas City Chief.
Yeah, she's a Chiefer. Yeah, she's a slash.
She's smiling from ear to ear. So Grandma Tracy, when you watch this, I know you can be smiling ear to ear. Happy belated birthday to you.
Happy belated birthday.
Hey, look, we love everybody, man. Peace, love, and only Pac can what?
Only Pac can judge
me.
We out.